a long time ago, when we were just little kids, we thought to ourselves, man, it'd be so awesome to have the control of the WWF. Yes, I said F because that's how fucking old we are. It is no longer the WWE back then. As a matter of fact, it was known as the WWF. We have decided today to take control of that reins and do that. And we asked ourselves this very question. What would we do if we had the collective powers of the control team of the WWE? And a couple other little things on the side. So make sure you guys tune in. Sit back, plug in and man up, because it's time for the Loki and Jabroni Show.
And welcome back, everybody, to the Loki and Jabroni Show, the show where we have Wi-Fi internet problems and nobody seems to give a fuck unless you're one of the three guys sitting at this table. My name is Jabroni. I'm Chris Burns. To my immediate right,
I'm fucked up, man. This is shit. This is fuck, man. Ed take forever for the fucking internet. So we had like fucking 75 fucking beers.
that's Loki. Man in the box is
Eddie Focus.
Fuck him.
I'm amazed at how drunk he got just during the opening credits.
Fuck, my drunk.
It only took 35 seconds for him to get hot and wasted.
My mic is not as drunk as you think I am.
I believe that. And before we even get started, I want to send a special shout out to a young gentleman in Brattleboro, Vermont. His name is Raven. I blew a tire Friday night. Was out there working it. Had the jack going. Jack broke. Just fucking
Things
broke.
are getting
just
desperate for
fucking
Loki.
broke. The thing just fucking broke.
Desperate. He was blowing.
Maybe it's because you let go.
He's blowing
I
tires
never let
now.
go.
He's
You
blowing
should never
tires.
let go,
I
Jack.
never let go. Jack shouldn't have died in Titanic, and the Jack shouldn't have died in Brattleboro, Vermont. Raven came out
Plenty
of
of
nowhere.
room on that door, people. Plenty of
Absolutely.
room on that door.
What a bitch, huh?
Raven came out of nowhere, provided a jack, wouldn't even let me touch the fucking car. He just went zip, zap, boom, boom. Monday, I brought him the Loki and Jabroni Show t-shirt. Hope you're listening, whether it's on the live YouTube channel or on Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, iHeartRadio, Spotify, wherever you guys steal your favorite podcasts from. And now, in a brief yet meaningful What's on Your Mind, I'd like to start this week with Eddie Focus. Eddie, what's on your mind?
Not too much. I just binge watched the second season of Big Mouth, and goddamn is that shit hilarious.
Fantastic. I've been watching American Vandal Season 2, the story of the turd burglar, which is equal parts funny and insulting because I love, you know me, I love crime documentaries. I love anything that brings you down the rabbit hole of how an investigation works, but American Vandal is so fucking hilarious.
I've been seeing a video going around viral that people are believing is real. Everyone, I guess they took a horse enema or something.
Yes, it's part of the turd burglar gimmick.
Yeah, and like everybody's thinking that it's legit, and they're like going, "Oh my god, how good! This is horrible! This is terrorism."
I don't buy any of it. It's the same way I think, Alyssa Milano with her Me Too gimmick, but then she goes, for the bulk of the 90s showing her tits and now doing Insatiable where she's, Whorebag Jones. Yeah,
Hey,
she's got
another
nowhere
good
to
show.
Hey,
talk.
I sexually
Really
assaulted.
good.
I sexually assaulted her.
Well, with a towel and some Lubriderm, but
Whatever. You proved me wrong.
hashtag you too. man.
Alyssa
I'm
Milano,
getting it.
prove me wrong. Prove I didn't sexually assault you.
What's on your mind, kid?
Let me say, first of all, this is from Boston, Massachusetts, and Windsor, Vermont. I didn't know that.
Yes, is that part of the Harpoon Brewery? May I ask?
Clown Shoes, is it?
I'm looking now.
Might be distributed
No,
by
by Clown Shoes itself.
Right, exactly.
Because Boston and Windsor is also the home of Harpoon, which
Good
I
call.
have the Dunkin' Donuts beer
Good
in the gimmick box right over
call.
here.
Oh, I wanted to try that too. That sounds
Well, we're gonna get our shot.
All right, so
later
here we
on.
go. Real quick, it's funny because I gave a shout out to him on Twitter. Y'all know I'm a huge fucking nerd. I'm a
No.
huge gamer. I
Yes.
love my fucking. I just got a 3D printer, by the way.
Nice.
I'm fucking super stoked about
Time
it.
for those
Oh,
Loki and
yeah.
Jabroni action
Oh,
figures,
yeah,
baby.
dude. They're gonna be like fucking. Oh, that's gonna be perfect. They're gonna be like little fucking.
So I can buy the 3D thing from Heroes Forge and have it printed.
Yeah,
there?
fuck yeah, dude.
Oh,
no,
sweet.
absolutely.
Sweet.
Dude.
I got
Abso-fucking-lutely.
miniatures
We're
pre-designed.
gonna be doing all kinds of different cool things. But besides that, like I said, y'all know I'm a fucking huge nerd.
Mhm.
My son took away. Like I had this game called Space Hulk, right? And we talked about Space Hulk a while ago. The Ascension. It
Space
was
Hulk?
terrible. Yeah, Space Hulk.
It's a
Okay. In
In
classic.
case you guys didn't know, right? In case you didn't know, I held remember the 3DO back in the 90s?
Way back, yeah.
Dude, there was like a $700 system. Brandon had it. I had the Space Hulk. I actually bought the Space
What was
Hulk
the other?
game.
What was the other 16-bit one that cost like $1 billion and it
There
didn't
was
last?
three-
The
3DO.
3DO was a 32.
Dreamcast.
Dreamcast was big.
My
That
friends
was
Nick
big.
and Kevin had Dreamcast.
Turbo X.
Yes.
When that first came out, that was buku bucks.
The Neo Geo
none
Neo
of them,
Geo was
none
a
of them
blue
fucking
post.
survived.
Oh yeah,
was
forget it.
always right to
Because
the
it was the price. It was the price.
Yeah.
So long story short, I got the Space Hulk Tactics on Xbox One.
I
Now
saw that
it's
on Steam, I think.
yeah. Steam has it. PlayStation 4 has it. They had a deal where if you got it, you pre-sale it. I got it for like $35. My son ended up stealing all the Gene Stealers because I had the board game Space Hulk, and my son stole all the Gene Stealers out of it for his own army, which I had no problem with. I wasn't playing it that much. It's hard to find somebody. So they come out with this game, and I go on Twitter and I say, "Gonna play the crap out of SH, at SH Tactics all day long. Gonna give you a review at the show Loki and Jabroni." Well, of course, Tactics liked the tweet,
Nice.
the twat,
The twit.
the twat, the twit, the
I
whatever
I
whatever
work
I
with
call
you
it.
guys. I like twits all day
whatever
long.
I like twits all day long. So anyways, I wanted to give my review on it because it's a really fucking fun game. First of all, it is a tactics game.
Mhm.
So you do have to move and turn. You know what I'm saying? It is just like that.
Yeah.
It is just like the board game. I mean, exactly like the board game. So like the board game, I am not even upset that my son took all my fucking Tyranids, all my fucking Gene Stealers. It's awesome. Because it's like now I can be like, here, take the rest of this shit too, because I got this perfect fucking thing. I've only actually played the Terminator side of it, which I love the Terminators anyways. It's mad fun. It's a really fucking dark and gloomy. Like I said, it's a tactics game. For those of you that don't know what an RPG turn tactics based game is, Final Fantasy Tactics, some of your other games out there, like all your like freebie games on your phone, you'll see them all over the place.
Yep.
It's pretty much you just take your turn. It's turn based. It's a mad fun game. Mad fun. I literally sat there with Sasha.
How
my
is
lap.
Sasha, by the way?
She's good.
For,
She's good.
for those of you guys that
Yeah.
don't know, Sasha had a little bit of a issue this past week. That's
Yeah.
Mike's big old
You guys have seen her. When we're in
Sasha the
place.
Destructo dog.
I didn't
Yeah.
hear about this. What happened to Sasha?
So, anyways, real quick, because we do want to kind of move on to it. Sasha is for those of you who are, never seen her on the show, which I don't believe, but anyways.
If you've been watching for any length of time, she would crawl up into the show.
Yeah, exactly. She's a pit bull, Weimaraner, American bulldog. Blue nose pit, so she's super snuggly. Weimaraner says she's super high strung, and she has.
He's dying.
Yeah, I am actually.
You're gonna knock that shot over too.
I have she has super anxiety. Like when I'm gone, she can't handle it. She can't handle it. So we have this cage, and unfortunately, she ended up breaking through the cage. And she was lucky because one, she got it really close to the neck. She could have gotten her neck. No, exactly. I'll show you some pictures. They are pretty graphic. I'm not gonna lie. The second one, she literally got her chest. It poked her. She still has the little scab, and you can see where it grazed her chest.
Ooh.
That could have ripped her all the way back.
Right.
Where it did finally get her was on the hind leg, and it punctured her, and it must have tore, and then she must have struggled and popped it, and it made it grab and then tear even more. So she had about this much skin hanging off of her back leg.
Mm.
Oh,
So here I am. I come home from court, and of course Connecticut fucks me again and threw another $100 fucking fine on there.
Gotta love
Fuck
Connecticut.
you, Connecticut. Fuck you. So anyways, I get fucked up in the ass in there, and I see this dog looking out the window at me, and I'm like, fuck. There's no way she didn't get out of that fucking cage and not fuck herself up. And as soon as I walk in, I don't see anything. And then as soon as I turn to the right side, I see this fucking wound, and dude, I lost
Must have
it.
looked like a murder scene.
Oh my god.
She licked up all the blood.
Wow.
She cleaned up after herself. Like, I couldn't find nothing.
If any of you need a cleaning service, Sasha will come to your house for $50.
Dogs are like that.
After she trashes it first.
Right.
Dogs are like that. They clean up after themselves.
Yeah.
She's
I mean,
so lucky she didn't get an artery.
Yeah.
she missed the artery by like a half an inch. The doctor said.
Mm.
So they,
Stitched her up
oh
and
yeah, they stapled her. The wounds. Like I said, I'll show you some.
But she's
pics.
good now.
She's crazy. She's not hurt, of course. But unfortunately, like I said, the first one that she got, it's a wound about like that big.
About a half inch or so.
Yeah, yeah, and it goes. I mean, right down. She literally tore it
tear
off.
a muscle in the chest or anything?
No, she dude.
Lucky fucking dog.
Oh, dude. I could
how
have
strong
came.
she is.
I
too.
could have came home to a bled out dog. I ain't gonna lie, dude. I am not. gonna
that
lie.
would have been just
it would have
soul
destroyed
crushing.
me. It would have
Soul
destroyed me. It
crushing.
would have destroyed me. I mean, y'all know that she's my ride or die. Fucking, that's my.
I thought that was us.
That's my dog, though.
Okay, gotcha. No, I'm with you. Dude,
Scratch my belly, my leg will shake.
as antisocial as Lemmy is, he's still my ride or die.
Right. See, you just got them animals that just get you. Like if you're having a bad day, they snuggle up with you.
Fucking Lemmy, man.
That little piece that I'm talking about ended up taking 2 staples. Well, the first night she took off the fucking staples.
Of course.
The next night I was
They didn't
nice
give her
again.
one of the neck things,
They did, but I'm an asshole. All right, my fucking son. My dog sits there and whines, and I take the fucking thing off.
Of course you
right?
do.
Yeah, of course I do. Of course I do.
Wussification parent number one.
So then again today.
He's been millennialed.
Yes,
well,
he
no,
has.
I ain't gonna lie. When she did do it, it was we were kind of like a little tipsy on some fucking tequila. So, and then this morning she was
beginning and the end of all bad stories.
She was sitting out in the sun, and once again popped 2 more, and I'm like, so now it's permanently
super glue.
Now it's not. No,
super glue.
I know that's what I'm gonna do. I'm telling you right now. But right now she's got the cone of shame on, and it's staying. So,
dude, just do the old Sabu gimmick. If you never heard the old ECW story, he got a gash up his arm.
Oh yeah,
and it exposed like a whole bunch of crap. And he went in the back and he super glued his arm back together. Gary, I think, told me this story privately on the phone, and then used athletic tape to cover it. And like 3 days later, he's back in the ring. So,
oh yeah, no I do that shit all the
glue.
time. I super glue my wounds.
I've
all the
done
time
that at work at my
It's-
old job.
You always do that shit.
Cut yourself, super glue.
But I do want to just finish up real quick.
Go ahead.
Tactics is a hell of a fucking game. If you guys are any form of a Warhammer fan whatsoever of this board game, if you ever played it, perfect rendition of the board game. I'm looking forward to actually being the Gene Stealers. I've just only used Terminators because they're
Nice.
that much fucking fun.
Nice. I want to touch on, and what's on my mind is as we record on a Tuesday, last night was Monday, which means you had Monday Night Football. Nobody gives a shit, except props to Drew Brees for being the now all-time leading passer in the NFL. Good job by him.
Yeah.
Let's get past Monday Night Raw, which saw the return of Trish Stratus. Good job by her. But I want to give credit to the Boston Red Sox. Yes, I said it. I want to give credit to the Boston Red Sox. 16-1 over the New York Yankees. Lots of history in this game. But above all else, I want to touch on 2 things, and I'm going to go make it real quick. Brock Holt, first person ever to hit for the cycle in a playoff or World Series game.
What the fuck?
Now, when I say this, Red Sox fans, don't get your dick too hard yet. When he hit his home run, he hit it off a catcher who was fucking Aaron Boone. What were you thinking? Putting a catcher into pitch. I'm not saying that Brock Holt wasn't hot. I'm not saying that Brock Holt wouldn't have hit that home run if it was David Robertson, Aroldis Chapman, any one of the pitchers that the Yankees have in their arsenal. I'm saying that he hit for the cycle, and I'm tipping my hat. I'm not going the route that a lot of Yankee fans are taking. I'm not that guy. He'll tell you that. And look at his shirt. Just show it to the folks. A Red Sox shirt. Here, look at my arm. Fucking Yankee tattoo. I'm saying good job, Brock Holt. First guy ever to hit for the cycle in a playoff game. Secondly, there was a brawl in a New York bar.
Oh my God.
And first of all, idiot Yankee fans, I'm not one of them. Stop making us look bad. Now, I know...
Dude, he got lit.
Oh, my fucking Christ.
He got lit.
Mike and I have had many conversations about the good and the bad of each fan base. But this idiot at this New York bar, which was not far from Yankee Stadium...
No, it wasn't. No.
Puts another stain on Yankee fans everywhere. And I got the video this morning. To be honest, I had other plans last night. I watched the game until the fourth inning. It was 10-1, and I'm like, oh, well, let's go ahead with our plans. And Angela will tell you, she's upstairs. I'm like, let's go ahead with our plan. This game is virtually over, and I was right. It was, except the Red Sox decided to tack on another fucking
Hey, at least
touchdown.
you didn't pay $120 to fucking fall asleep in your seat.
Don't get me started, because I got problems with that. I got problems with that guy. For all the money you spent, motherfucker, you should be awake. You should be like peeling your eyes open, Tom and Jerry style.
Or go
No,
home.
stop. Because the mass exodus that I saw in that game of Yankee fans leaving the stadium, fuck you. I have
Did you
never
see the lone Red Sox fan behind home plate?
I sure did.
Dude, you know he only paid like $80 for his
The
ticket.
only time
He rolled all the way around there and he's like, I'm on live TV.
The only
I'm on live
time
TV.
I've ever left a game early was the top of the 15th. I was at Fenway Park. This was 2001. Yankees Red Sox. Top of the 15th, and the thing comes up that says the last T train leaves in 20 minutes. And I'm like, well, fuck. I'm parked in Framingham, which is about 20 miles outside of Boston.
I ain't buying a fucking cab.
I'm not going to buy a cab for that price. I'm leaving now. The Yankees come back, win the game. I missed it. But you know what? That's because I parked in Framingham for a cheaper rate. If I had parked across the street for $40 fucking dollars, I'd have been there for the whole thing. It's the only fucking time I've ever left a baseball game early. First of all, sleeping guy, fuck you. I don't know who you are, and if I ever find your Twitter, I'm blowing you up. The bar brawl was bullshit. Stop putting the stain on our fan bases. The Red Sox fans years ago who taunted the 6-year-old leaving Fenway Park after a playoff game, taunting a 6-year-old to tears. Those people should be ashamed of themselves. It's time for you guys to understand this.
Hey, it's all right. That dude's living in infamy.
What, the kid or the guy?
No, the guy that got his fucking ass whooped last night.
Yes. Look.
Infamy.
It's time for you guys to understand this, and I'm going to say it one last time on this podcast. Mike and I have already agreed to this. Most of our baseball friends, except Brian, fuck you. I love you, but fuck you.
All right, here we go.
It's not war. It's baseball. It's a game. Your life doesn't change based on the outcome of this game. We all still get up. We all still go to work. We all still love our families. It doesn't change. Stop making the pinstripes or the stylized B or whatever, the Astros, the fucking Cubs. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. Stop. And that's where I'm done. Now, as we've said that, we have probably one of our favorite... I was going to say real quick, just to add to your little theory. Yes, please. I would love to hear.
My boys have already got...
It's not a theory. It's a fucking fact.
No. You're absolutely fucking right. And it's funny because you were upstairs and me and Ed were just talking about this. I've been looking at tickets to go to this fucking Vikings Patriots game.
Vikings Patriots.
And you guys know, like, I have been to the last 3 of them, and they show every 8 years here in New England.
Yes.
I love going to the game. I love making the trip, and it's always a good time, even though fucking Patriot fans suck. They're assholes. They're assholes.
Not all of them, just
in
most
Patriot,
of them.
listen, in Gillette Stadium, yes, they are.
Oh, yeah.
Every fucking one of them are assholes. Believe me, I hear every fucking name in the book. It's like, dude, whatever. I understand.
It's not war.
I understand where I am. Okay, whatever.
Fucking anyways,
bags. So my point being,
that's them fucking Southies.
My point being is, I'm looking into the price of these tickets.
Every Sully in the stadium.
Every fucking Sully. I'm looking into the price of these fucking tickets, right? And they want $280 for the cheapest.
Get out of here,
ticket. Kid. $280 fucking dollars. You know what I'm gonna do for $280?
That's a lot of Dunkin'.
I'm gonna fucking go up to fucking Boston myself. I'm gonna find a good fucking nice place where there's a whole fucking shit ton of fucking Patriots fans, and I'm gonna wear my fucking purple colors.
I know just the place.
My fucking purple colors, and I'm gonna fucking buy a shit ton of booze at that place.
I know that bar, kid.
Yeah, buddy.
I know just the place. Right outside of Gillette Stadium is Toby Keith's I Love This Bar and Grill. On Mother's Day, I took Angela and Madison for Mother's Day lunch at that place. Very nice. The food is fantastic. Go in there wearing your gear. I'm doing it.
Don't
let the Sullys get you down.
I'm fucking doing it. Fuck that shit.
We kept what's on our mind short because we want to get to our 2 favorite segments. The first one is our favorite. The second one is climbing. Number 2 with a bullet. Let's go right now to Loki's buy and sell. So as we do every week, Loki comes in with 6 or 7 topics.
7 today.
7 today.
7 today.
So we're gonna buy or we're gonna sell, and he's gonna give us what we're buying, and conversely, what we perhaps
what you
might
could
be
be selling.
selling.
Sorry, YouTube. I got to leave you guys for a little bit because I have to put on my timer.
And by the way, I know we do this, and we have the game tonight, Red Sox Yankees, starting at 8:07
at Yankees,
at
which, by
Yankee
the way,
Stadium.
right now, not to. I know we do this shit all the time, but
let's not get
obviously
off too deep.
this shit is in our favor right now. With as much as you guys pulled off a very impressive second game last night, with the way that we pulled it off. Number one is you got to come back from a very devastating loss.
I got a problem with that only because they're talking about right now CC Sabathia is starting the game. They're talking about pulling him after 4 innings. And I'm like, what if he's pitching no-hit ball? Are you going to pull him? Aaron Boone
no, exactly.
has been
and
brilliant
for what?
all year.
For what? What if you lose tonight?
Exactly.
And you pull him early.
Exactly. And that's what I said to my friend at work.
You go. It's all or nothing. It's all or nothing right now.
Exactly.
It's all or nothing right now. But like I said, it works in our benefit right now because even if you guys do win tonight, where do we go? Back to Boston for Game 5.
And anything can happen. And that's what the beauty of this rivalry is. Every time we've played in the playoffs, it's been the full Monty.
Exactly.
7 games. This is the first time we played a 5-game series. This has to go 5 games. That's my thing. Let's move on.
All right. So, as y'all know, here we go.
We all know.
You know the rules.
I know.
Y'all know the rules now. And let me flip it. There we go. We'll start right here.
You're going to flip it.
We're going to flip it. We're going to start with you today.
Who?
Chris.
All right.
And it's a very fun one.
Okay.
It is a fun one.
I hope so.
It is. It's fun.
You should be.
Miller Lite tastes great and less filling. Buy or sell.
I'm buying it. I'm a fan of this beer, and I'm drinking it now. 96 calories, hasn't given me the gout yet. Although I have cut down tremendously, and everybody in this room will tell you I've cut down tremendously in the last 3 to 4 months. It still tastes great. It's still less filling. Doesn't mean I wouldn't trade it for a Dogfish Head IPA, and that's where I got to leave it at that.
I do like Dogfish IPA.
Isn't that gorgeous? The 60-minute, not the 90-minute. 90 minutes a little too harsh.
That's 30. Oh, the 90, yes. Yeah,
see what I'm saying? See? All right.
You're right.
Ed.
Buy or sell?
Buy it. I think it's in the top 3 low-carb beers. It's
wow.
Miller Lite, Michelob Ultra, and I think Bud Select 55 are the lowest carb beers right now.
The Ultra gives me
But does it taste
headache.
great, and is it less filling? Listen, wait.
Headache.
Shh, hold on. Let me give it. There you go.
I can say Miller Lite is better than Bud Light for sure.
Thank God.
Absolutely. I'll buy that one.
Better than the Bud Select, though. I'm a fan of the Select.
Yeah,
I'm renewing your
and,
contract for another 2 years.
The Michelob Ultra, not buying.
It's hit
that
or
one.
miss.
I'm not buying that.
Congratulations, Ed. Your contract has been renewed for another 2
That
years.
shit's hot garbage. Ed, a Marvel Comics representative, when recently asked at a Comic-Con about the quote sales and the forced gender reversals for the most of the major characters, Captain America, Thor, Wolverine, the list goes on and on. You know, they became females. Iron Man is a hologram.
How dare you assume their gender?
He's pretty much Jarvis. Tony Stark is pretty much Jarvis now, and Iron Heart is a teenage black woman, is now Iron Woman.
Mm-hmm.
Iron Heart.
Fuck.
He was quoted as saying, "Sales are better than ever, and these were planned before the media even came out with these landish ideas." Buy or sell?
Sell. The comics have been going like full SJW for a while now. Here's the thing. I don't have a problem with them on its face, but be a little more honest with it, you know? Like the Thor thing is weird. If you're not Thor, you're a different. If you're a different character wielding the hammer, okay, I buy it. It's happened. Captain America's wielded the hammer.
Yeah,
you know, but no.
They even made a whole other one. Eric Masterson even tried to make him Thunderstrike, and that didn't work out too well.
As far as the sales, I know that's a lie.
I was gonna say yes. Without giving a bonus over here.
The movies are carrying. The movies are carrying the comics right now.
Thank you, Chris. What do you got?
I'm gonna sell it only because it goes back to taking down statues of historical figures. Now you want to go into the comics and change everything. No. No, motherfucker, no. Spider-Man is Peter Parker. Wolverine is Logan. The Hulk is Bruce or David Banner, depending on which universe you live in. Don't try to change shit. Please, just stop. The world is not wussified. The more you try to change it, the more we are going to fight back.
I just feel like if you want to do that, make some new good characters.
There you
There's
go.
So
Right.
much
Thank
original
you.
stuff.
Thank
you.
you.
can come up with.
And just to add to both you guys,
Antisocial, gender non-specific Trump hater motherfucker would
very
be a
good,
great comic book.
Very good points on both sides, but I just want to bring up one thing onto your whole sales aspect. In the 90s, when I felt like the comics were really huge,
Mhm.
you had Image, you had DC, you had fucking
Dark
Dark
Horse.
Horse, you had Marvel. They all had comic book cards. Just to to go with the whole baseball cards and shit like that.
Yeah.
They were making
Cards, the
bank,
toys.
dude. Yeah, they were making bank. Todd McFarlane making the
It's
toys.
a marketing genius.
I mean, it
Yes.
was no,
It really
it was insane. And for them to turn around and say there's nothing wrong with the comic book industry today and the sales are good, no,
They're full of shit.
no, they're not. You're right. The movies are holding it together.
All right.
Chris,
Yes.
rare white tiger kills a zookeeper in Japan. Wow, it will not be killed per request of the family by herself.
Before you start the timer, I got to ask,
Yep.
situation. What was the situation? Did he walk in to feed the tiger?
Yep.
Was he walk?
Yep.
Oh, he's walking in to feed the tiger?
Went in and feed the tiger. Tiger just set up a trap and fucking jumped the guy, ate the guy. Well, didn't really eat him. Maimed him.
Killed him, maimed
He
him.
bled out
what have
pretty
you.
much. He
Okay.
bled out.
Start the timer.
Go for it.
Buy it. You are dealing with a wild animal whose instinct is to kill and eat. And you're walking in there with a bucket of meat and hey, hi, Cecil, what have you?
Kaiji.
Whatever. The tiger's instinct is to kill and eat. You're an idiot. You should be throwing that shit over a ledge 10 feet over the top and letting the tiger eat the meat. You're a fucking moron. I'm sorry that you're dead, but at the same time, you did it to yourself. Thank you, fuck you, bye.
Ed by herself.
Saying bye. This is not a pet. This is not a pet gone rogue. So if you have a dog that suddenly turns on you, okay, there's an argument to put it down. This is a wild animal in confinement, and should be treated as such. Job hazard. Yeah, it sucks that he dies. Family should get something, but no, if it's especially if the animal's extinct or going extinct, you can't just
Rare.
yeah.
Rare white tiger.
Kind of like us, rare.
Exactly. Like it's not on the extinct list, mind you. It's not endangered,
Yet.
but it's rare. They don't have.
If it
many
keeps
of these
killing
in
Japanese
captivity.
guys, of course
So-
it's going to be rare.
So the color is rare, is what you're saying.
The rare white tiger.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
Are you race shaming?
Well, no, but like
I'm
yes.
throwing that out there.
Of course, right now he's red.
Yes.
that.
Dun-dun-dun.
All right, never mind. I'm sorry. That tiger should check its privilege.
Enjoy the veal. We'll be here all week.
That tiger should check its privilege and really should not have eaten that groundskeeper.
Oh my god.
It's
Next.
Like, honestly, it's like a vegan getting pissed.
That's
at a lion.
38,
It really is.
90,
It is.
44.
All right, here we go. This
Can I
is
have
a
a,
big
gimmick,
special
please?
shout out to listener Andrew
I
DeCarles.
can't wait. You're picking me right now, aren't you?
No, I ain't. I'm going right to Ed because I just went to you before. So
All right.
here we
sorry.
go. Ed, I know you've done a little homework. You went over to Mark's a couple times, and you've seen a couple games. So, are the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles falling apart? They just lost Ajayi or Jaji's, whatever the frick is.
Ajay.
Ajay.
Jay
Thank you,
Ajay.
Jay Ajay, with a torn what looks like to be an ACL.
Looks like an ACL.
They're looking to, I think, pick up the Bills running back McCoy. I think was it.
Really?
Anyways, yeah, I think that's what they're moving to.
I hadn't heard that yet.
I spoke about it in the beginning of the season with our NFL preview.
Yep.
They got rid of Kendricks, which is my man. It was Michael Kendricks, which you found out. It ended up working out for him anyways because he had a big gambling problem anyways.
Right,
and some
right.
bullshit anyways. Defense, Michael Bennett obviously is getting older in his age. So what do you?
At some point, you have a question for him?
No, that is it. So what do you think? Are they falling apart?
I think we did a good job covering this a couple weeks ago. I think there's a changing of the guard.
They just got beat by the Vikings.
Yeah, I think there's a changing of the guard. You're going to see teams that don't normally dominate, and I think you're going to see some old dogs get pushed down a little bit. As far as falling apart, I don't know if that's it. Probably just some bad luck.
Just bad luck.
So I'm kind of buying it.
You are gonna buy it.
I'm gonna buy it. I will buy it.
Oh, you bought it. Chris, what do you got?
I'm buying it totally. When this season started, the Eagles looked like the odds-on favorite to repeat, the first ever since the Patriots to repeat, and injuries have decimated them.
Dynasty, I heard people say.
No, some Eagles fans said that. Now we've seen injuries decimate them, much like a lot of other teams, including my own Falcons. You have this situation now where you can find a way to either build yourself with free agency, etc., so forth, or you can fail. And it looks like, to me, the Eagles are primed to fail.
Bonus question for you guys.
Sure.
And this is just, real quick. Give me a quick answer.
Yep.
They better with Wentz?
What, the Eagles?
Yeah.
I don't know enough to answer that, honestly.
I would say no. I think Foles carried them and won that championship. They're better
Wentz
with Foles.
seems scared, doesn't he?
He does.
When he runs, do you hear the crowd going?
No, I hear.
Like they're afraid.
I hear the air going out of Wentz's lungs. It has nothing to do with the crowd.
All right, here we go.
Yes,
Chris.
Yes.
I have given you guys a nice picture.
I've been waiting for this.
If you remember.
Okay.
This is Ruby Rose.
Good old Ruby Rose.
Unveiled, finally, as Batwoman.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys buy or sell this?
Oh, I'm going to say buy. Here we go. Let me hit this button right here.
Titties and beer. Titties and beer. Titties and beer. Titties and beer. I thank God Almighty for titties and beer.
Buying it next.
That works for me. Ed, what do you got?
I think it looks great.
Incredible.
It's pretty spot on with the costume.
Incredible.
Her hair is perfect. It's gonna be. I'm gonna watch.
Yeah, it's a plus. She looks great.
I'm gonna give it a shot. Yeah.
She looks incredible.
I didn't mean to hijack your gimmick.
No, you good with that.
I went
That's
titties and beer, but she looks like the cartoon character.
She looks incredible.
The comic gimmick.
Like I saw her in Orange Is the New Black. I thought she was awesome. I kind of like the actress.
Well, it's funny if you guys remember. Just to catch everybody up on board, when they first casted her as Batwoman, people freaked.
They lost their minds.
Remember, they freaked
because she wasn't gay enough.
Oh, God.
And she literally left the twat zone.
Oh, yeah.
It was gone.
Lots
people
of
do that. I don't blame them because people are vicious.
Who's that? I think the girl from
the chick
Stranger
from Star
Things.
Wars. Yeah, the chick from
Stranger
Star
Things.
Wars too
Yeah.
left because
Daisy
people.
Ridley
Yeah, they're just
and,
fucking.
Bobby Brown from
and the other
Millie
one,
Bobby Brown. Yeah.
the Chinese chick there, or Korean, the Oriental chick.
Now going back to your point, you mentioned Millie Bobby Brown from Stranger Things. Why did she leave again?
Somebody tried to say she was not homophobic, but something.
Whatever.
There was some. It was a hoax.
Yeah, people are just nasty.
They tried to
Stop
say
being
people are just nasty.
Stop being a bunch of bitches.
They're super trolls.
Yeah.
And it's funny because as soon as they get super trolled, then they get the 1,000 likes, and people are like, "You're famous." Oh, I know. And it's like, whatever, man. Shut the fuck up.
Here's the thing: like, she actually was pretty good with Twitter and would engage with people.
Hell yeah.
She's pretty decent.
And she's
then,
fucking 15.
Somebody
Let's leave her alone.
I don't know, probably one of these 4chan fucks just like jumped in, like,
exactly.
oh, she's like transphobic or something, and she like got off.
Fuck.
Exactly.
Will Wheaton got bullied off of a platform, even though he's a bit of a pompous ass.
He is.
Make me kneel down right now.
He left Twitter because of something Trump did, and he left Twitter to protest. Oh, it was Alex Jones. He wanted Alex Jones banned from Twitter, and at the time Twitter didn't ban him yet. So he left Twitter in protest, went to this other social media, and that social media jumped on him for being transphobic.
All right. We get it.
I don't buy it. I don't
Next
buy it. I don't buy it.
question.
Anyways, here we go. Ed, James Gunn in talks to write Suicide Squad 2. Could he be the White Knight for this very, very troubled franchise by herself?
Sell. I've always thought James Gunn was trash. Like, I didn't like the second Guardians of the Galaxy. I know a lot of people did. The first
fuck
one was
yourself.
okay, but
Half.
I honestly, James Gunn has never impressed me that much. So, I think the only thing that could save Suicide Squad, and we'll probably talk about the DCEU later.
Yes.
Yes,
I
we
think the
will.
only thing that could save Suicide Squad is completely take the entire production team, keep the actors, I don't mind them, get rid of that entire production team and bring in a whole new one that's not so emo.
Gotcha.
I'll go with it. Buy or sell, Chris?
This ain't gonna take me very long. Sell. 2 words. Christopher Nolan. I'm done.
For Suicide Squad?
Christopher Nolan could write the phone book and we'd all go see it.
I'm selling that.
Kiss my ass.
All right, bonus. Continue
Man
on.
of Steel is riddled with the Nolan Ray, and it's preachy and fucking over.
Yet the 3 Batman movies he wrote were good, awesome, good.
To be fair, his brother wrote him.
It was kind of a peak and valley. Same,
Good.
same.
Good, awesome, and what the fuck?
Well, that's your opinion, and that's fine.
All right, we're not digging this up again.
Let's
You're
not-
you're wrong though.
We're gonna
No,
have
I'm
a
not.
watch. You know
Go
what?
fuck
I'm
yourself.
saying it
Go
right now.
fuck
We're gonna hook
yourself.
up a TV. We're gonna have a watch along of The Dark
God.
Knight Rises. Eddie and I
Oh.
will tell you how awesome the film is. Mike will continue to shit on it the
Dude,
entire
I
time.
can't,
I
I
was
can't spare
feeling
9
my
hours.
balls in the back, Batman, and one
Anyway.
genitalia is slightly larger
Do you
than
have
the
another
other.
fucking
Yes,
question?
I do. Number 7, Chris.
Mike,
Woman calls. I love this
he
shit.
can't even read this
And
shit.
this is great. Woman calls police on a male babysitter who had 3 children with him, 1
Mhm.
black
Okay,
and 2 white.
sure.
He was babysitting while black.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to buy or sell, but I'm going to sell this. You hired a babysitter without knowing who your
Oh,
babysitter
hold on,
was?
hold on,
Yeah,
hold
yeah,
on.
yeah, please.
Hold on. Let me
I
restart it.
I get
Let me
7
restart
seconds
it. Yeah,
back.
no.
I saw someone babysitting.
What
Is
the
what you're
Right.
saying,
fuck
right?
are we
So
talking
here's the
about?
deal. He's cruising in his car,
Okay,
and he has a 13-year-old black, his son,
I got you.
teen in the front seat.
I'm putting myself in
He
this
has
position.
a white girl in a car seat. I think she's like 3 years old,
Okay,
and the other one was 5 years old, and he's also in a car seat, and he's
Okay.
also white. So when they get to the stop sign, this lady goes, "Are those children safe?" Like rolls the pardon me, do you have any gray poop on? She literally asks, "Are those children safe?" And then he goes, "Yes, ma'am, they are." And then she goes, "Mm-hmm." And then proceeds
all right.
to
Start
take off.
start the
After
timer.
she takes off, he is then pulled over by the police.
Oh fuck!
The police then,
Just start the timer.
of course, bring him on.
Just start the
go
timer.
ahead.
Keep your fucking nose out of other people's business. You are not the be all end all. I don't care who you are. Whether you are my podcast partner, my producer, my girlfriend, my boss, you are not the be all end all. Stop pushing your fucking thoughts on other people. Thank you, fuck you, bye, I'm done.
You still got 7 seconds if you want to say fuck you to anybody.
I would also like to say that Miller Lite is a tasty beverage. The Red Sox hopefully will go down tonight, and the Bruins are having a fantastic season. You like how I didn't even say CJ
by
Speedway
herself.
review.
I'm
I'll-
totally selling.
Hold on. Let me,
Just the
let
other
me
day.
let me restart you. Go ahead.
Just the other day, I actually saw a video of people on a boat, and a whale just happened to swim by their boat,
Saw
and they
that.
fucking freaked out and called the cops. It's like fucking whales can't even fucking swim without fucking people calling cops. Like,
That's the environment that we are now used to.
okay,
Sorry.
If
Give him 10 more seconds.
it's called
Fuck.
an Amber Alert. We all get them on our phones. It would have said 2 white children kidnapped. You don't need to be pulling this shit.
No, you don't. You don't.
Fuck
man.
this.
And
Fuck them.
And I will say, I thought it was great. I thought it was great.
And most kidnappers don't use car seats.
Thank you. Apparently, you can't be black and babysit at the same time.
Like, Like, how did she know it wasn't his wife's kids or something? Like, what the fuck?
You know that's just it with people. They just are absolutely ridiculous, guys. Thank you all once again for enjoying another edition of Buy or Sell. If you can go grab me another one of them nice pineapple gimmicks,
I would do just that.
I am working on making my sperm taste better. I heard with pineapple flavor.
Whoa, hold on, time out. Whoa. I didn't need to hear this.
I'm sorry. Anyways, I want to just give a quick shout out. It is October. Yeah.
So you're not like ejecting sperm.
I'm ejecting something,
Oh, for the love of Pete.
and I'm worried about the flavor for for Jay. You know, it's a nice it's out there. Okay, I just want to say, guys, don't forget it's October. Breast cancer awareness, as always. My grandmother was affected by it. I don't know if anybody else out there has been. That's why I always make sure I have my pink on in October. And please, look, I know there's a lot of people out there that'll say the Susan G. Komen, yeah, is all about the money for themselves. There's plenty of other people out there that will happily take that donation and use it for a benefit. Do your homework, like any of these places.
You can
people
actually donate right to a cancer research.
Yes,
exactly. But most importantly, do your research on the place, man. You know, most of these places, yes, they call themselves what they call non-profit organization.
3051c.
But y'all know this money. Look, they can't pay for the fucking the advertising. They can't pay for their employees. They can't pay for insurance and everything else that they have coming out here. The money's going to come from somewhere. All right, people. And when you donate to these places, just make sure that it's going to the right place. And please, like I said, anybody that has breast cancer out there, it's a fucked up situation. Cancer sucks in general. It sucks in general.
And this helps people in Connecticut, especially. Those kinds of donations are tax deductible.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that you have a Books A Million card, even though you.
That ain't me.
Whose keys are this?
That's Jay. My car's got an IID in it. Don't forget, I can't do this.
Yeah, I know. Well, Jay, I'd love to hear the last 3 books you read, just to say that out loud. I would love to hear.
So you were trying to take a dig at me.
No, I was going to say.
Oh, you were trying to Stefan dig me.
No, I was going to say, I love the fact that you have a Books A Million card right on your.
I don't read. I don't read. So stop that right now.
I know you can read because you wrote the thing.
No. I didn't say I can't read.
I know. I've lent you books that are still in your house.
I don't. No, I did. I read the Damon.
Which one?
The freaking
Death of WCW. You read?
I read that one and the other one. I'm a idiot by
Johnny Damon.
Johnny Damon. Thank you.
It's been 3 years and he hasn't even gotten past the wedding scene in my book.
Speaking of idiots,
you're right about that though.
Speaking of idiots,
because otherwise there is no fucking wedding scene, asshole.
Let's see how many of you idiots can figure out if this is music or poetry. Let's go into Jabroni's musical poetry moment. So last week, in protest, I brought forth the lyrics to the Final Countdown because 75 countries that we reach can kiss all of the dicks in the bag. But today...
To be fair, one record label blocking us from 75 countries.
Fair enough. Today I bring you the following passage. Excuse me. Cry without tears. See without sight. Night without day, and every day is as black as the night. Fly without wings, feel without touch, touch without feel, and everywhere nothing is real. Life without death, world without end, sleep without dreams, and nothing is quite what it seems. I want to see from within. Is that, as I hit the fucking gimmick phone against the microphone, is that music or is that poetry? Eddie, go.
I'm going with poetry this
You're
time.
going with poetry. Okay.
I am too. It's too fucked up to be lyrics.
Okay.
That's a fucking mushroom trip and a half right there.
Okay. From the 1998 album Psycho Circus, that is Kiss with Within, and you're both wrong.
Yeah, well, I don't listen to Kiss, so.
That's okay because you're gay, and that's fine. I get it.
Kiss off.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, no, you can't.
Shout out to Three Sides of the
You
Coin.
can't use.
Yes, please. Let's
Wait,
give it.
no, you used gay twice today. You cannot use gay twice.
Why? When did I use gay first?
On Facebook, when you told Brian that was the gayest comment ever.
Not on the podcast. I only used it once.
No. That's in life. You cannot. No.
Oh,
dude,
here we
will
go. I
stand
gotta
by
do
this.
it.
No.
Horse.
Bullshit. Nope.
Shit.
Nope. Spam. Exactly. Thank you.
Bam.
No, you're done. You're done.
That was
No.
the dumbest thing I ever heard.
No.
All of us in this room
No.
are dumber for having heard it.
No.
That's Kiss with Within, and now we move on. We have 30 minutes for each topic, and Mike is gonna moderate all of this. You better have a timer
I am.
because
No, I have a
we
timer.
cannot go over.
I can't be on YouTube, so somebody else has got to be.
Ed's got YouTube.
All
He's gonna have comments, questions, concerns, gimmicks, and schnabbits, and everything else. So, we have two topics tonight. First one, is the DC Cinematic Universe dead? And what would you do if you were in charge of WWE Creative? Mike, tell us what we're going to talk about first.
All right, we're going to go with the WWE Creative first because that's exactly what I started the show with.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to start this in 3 seconds. At that point, I'm going to scurry on behind you and go relieve my Dungeon Dragon.
Okay.
And then
I'm going to do that right after you because
Right.
I've got a lot
But
to say.
we're gonna go ahead and start in 3. And who's starting with it?
Pick one, Ed or me.
Go ahead. You can go ahead
I'll
and start with this. You
Go
ready?
ahead. Yep.
3, 2, 1. 30 minutes is gone.
What would I do? I would listen to the people. You keep pushing Roman Reigns down everybody's throat. Nobody other than Vince McMahon, Triple H, and the creative team wants Roman Reigns. You keep jamming him down our throats. I'll go to the women real quick. You have Ronda Rousey as the Raw Women's Champion. That's a great move, even though she's greener than grass. People buy it because it legitimizes the title. She's a UFC person who comes to the professional wrestling world, unlike Brock Lesnar, who is a professional wrestler who went to UFC, legitimized himself, and then came back, and now the carousel continues because Brock will do WWE, UFC, WWE, UFC. Brock's a made man. So for Ronda, the women's division, I get it. My daughter is excited for the women's only pay-per-view. I'm excited for the women's only pay-per-view. I think it's a fantastic thing. But one of the things that made WWE great was that they listened to their audience. They hated The Rock. From 1996 Survivor Series, I was not able to attend. I was on a plane from Indianapolis to Connecticut when that show went off. I went to Raw the next night after my plane landed, and I heard how they reacted to Rocky Maivia. Fast forward to 9 months later when they turn him heel and they call him The Rock. It made sense. They listened to their audience. You don't like this guy? We're going to make him the worst heel you could ever think of. And then what happened? The people loved him. The Shield was a great gimmick, but you blew it by splitting them off 2 years ago. And now 2 of them are fantastic. And 2 of them are making waves and people dig them. Only one guy is not making waves, and that's Roman Reigns. First of all, stop the Roman Reigns train. Second, get on board with the Braun Strowman train. Okay? Third, bring back tag teams. But with the exception of the New Day, with the exception of the Usos, and with the exception of the Bludgeon Brothers, and I will not even bring up the Ascension because they're Road Warrior ripoffs, and fuck anybody who tries to even encroach on the great name of the Road Warriors. Joe Laurinaitis was a former guest on our show. Go look it up. The tag team division needs to come back. Get off the Roman Reigns train. Continue the fantastic movement forward on the women train. And put emphasis on the what the people like. The people tell you every single week online. They tell you every single week live in the stands. They tell you every single week what they want. What they do not want is Roman Reigns, but you keep shoving it down our throats. Hashtag fuck Reigns. So, if I were in charge of WWE, the first thing I would do is push Roman Reigns back on the card. I would make him the worst heel ever. I would make him a guy you love to hate. When you show up at a building, you're going to be like, I hate Roman Reigns. I just want to see him get his ass kicked. And he keeps winning. And then when he does turn babyface, everything's glorious again. Speaking of glorious, I would make Bobby Roode another worst heel that you could ever think of. Everything else they're doing is great. With AJ Styles, with Alexa Bliss, with Ronda Rousey, who I mentioned earlier while you were gone. With all these other great characters, you're building in a great direction, but the one thing that kills all of it is that you keep shoving Roman Reigns down our throat. When people hated John Cena, they built John Cena for you to hate him until he turned babyface. And then he still split the crowd, but people still pay to see John Cena. I would love to know how many of you are actually paying your hard-earned dollar to see Roman fucking Reigns. Because I dare say it's not a lot. And I'll get into more further, but I want to hear what Ed has to say. If you had the reins of WWE Creative, what would Ed do?
Well, I can tell you this much. As I'm more of a casual viewer than you guys are, I probably catch maybe Raw and stuff on Hulu once in a while, but I will be so bold as to say I am not interested in the men's wrestling right now. Because, you know the expression, one bad apple spoils a whole bunch?
And who's that bad apple?
Roman Reigns.
Thank you.
Here's the thing, and I don't have the vitriol towards him like you guys do, but he's not interesting at all. He's not. Like, what I've seen of him is pretty bland.
Yes.
He's, like, so vanilla. There's nothing about... I don't root for him or anything like that. And knowing that it's so Reigns-centric, I don't want to watch the men's wrestling right now. Now... Rousey, I know Loki's not a huge fan, but no. I think Rousey is putting all eyes on the women, and she's interesting at least.
Can I stop you in what you're saying just to say this? We'll go back to my point about Rousey versus Lesnar. Mm-hmm. Rousey comes in from UFC and is now WWE. She wins the
She's trash.
She wins the women's title.
She's trash.
It legitimizes the women's title. If you if you beat her, whether you're Nia Jax, Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, whoever, it's now legitimate. You beat one of the baddest women on the planet. Put that away. Now, Lesnar, who has gone back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, Lesnar was brought in. Don't forget, those of you younger viewers, Lesnar started in WWE. He knows what the work is all about. Now, Lesnar leaves WWE, goes to UFC, proves he's a tough motherfucker. Now he comes back, and it doesn't quite legitimize it as much as if Alexa Bliss, 5 foot tall, 128 pounds, beats Ronda Rousey. There's a certain mystique to it, and that's what we all forget
do
about
we suddenly
WWE.
forget that Ronda left the UFC defeated?
Does it matter that Ronda, if she took Alexa in a real fight, would tear her arms off and shove them up her ass?
Are we trying to say that around everything that Ronda Rousey is better than Asuka or Asuka
in a fight?
No,
in
just
a fight
in WWE in general.
No, she's green as shit right now.
WWE in general. So I ask you this, and this has pissed me off since WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. Why is Asuka not good enough to take the title, but a green ass, I lost my last 2 fucking fights, I'm a bum in UFC, let me take the woman's title in my first fight ever? Why does she deserve it?
Because it legitimizes Asuka? It because she is a stone cold bat.
How does it legitimize it?
Okay, let me.
All right, so is
if you put Asuka in the UFC cage, does she survive?
In a UFC cage? We don't know. Probably.
We don't know.
But you got to give her the training. Just like, hold on.
Like CM Punk? How's the finish on that?
He was dumb. He didn't go to the right people. How did it work out for fucking Brock Lesnar?
Worked out great.
Pretty fucking good, right?
That's what I'm saying. He was a legitimate badass from day one.
If she is a legitimate badass with the right training, I do believe that she could actually do something in the octagon. I do believe that.
Okay, fair.
moving on to my point in general with the whole Ronda Rousey thing. Now, not only do you have no backing for Asuka, which, by the way, I will say this one thing. WWE fucking, the creative genius behind them, that was a good fucking play. You had the Empress versus the Queen. What a fucking great idea. And the playability up until that point, like, they had a really good...
I still think Asuka should have won.
I agree.
WrestleMania.
I agree.
Going back to April.
And that's my point. So the WWE is that stupid that they could turn around and say, look, Asuka, she doesn't have enough pop.
We can
take the belt.
We could go back, and I might be wrong on my math. I'm doing it in my head 20 years. They had that Brawl for All.
Yeah.
Where the guys went out and punched the shit out of each other and everybody got injured.
Yeah, and fucking what's his face?
Bart Gunn won.
Bart
Gunn won the whole thing, but then he went to WrestleMania
and he fought Butterbean, beat the fucking shit out of him.
39 seconds.
Beat the shit out of him.
Now, that's the whole legitimacy thing. Bart Gunn beat a bunch of professional wrestlers in a shoot fight.
Because he found the best trainer. Let's be honest. But he found the best trainer.
But then he went against a real fighter and got his ass whooped. Whereas Ronda Rousey went the other route. As green as she is, I think it gives that title legitimacy. And whoever beats Ronda Rousey, whether it's Nia Jax or whomever.
So who's next? The Notorious one? Because he just got his ass whooped.
Connor?
Yeah.
Connor would never make it in the professional wrestling world.
He'll be there. Because this is what Triple H does.
Ego.
This is what Triple H. No, he'll sell the ego. He'll sell the ego. That motherfucker just do that stupid prance thing all around the ring.
Connor's ego will never allow him. I'll throw
Connor's ego just got fucking chipped down a notch this last fucking fight, didn't it?
But let's go back to Ken Shamrock. Ken Shamrock won some, lost some. He won more than he lost,
and he's a bad motherfucker, and they didn't know what to do with him.
He had no problem laying down
Steven Blackman. Probably one of the worst people on the microphone, but
he was legit.
A skilled martial artist.
Ken Shamrock had no problem laying down for Owen Hart or Droz or whomever because he knew what the game was. Conor McGregor will never accept the game that you're playing in front of people in a, I don't want to say a pseudo sport because it's very athletic, but it's.
I kind of gotta agree with him on that one. I feel like Conor would be like the type of person.
So let's not even go Conor.
Conor in 20.
But I'm gonna tell you what, Conor's done.
2018.
He's out of UFC. He's got one more rematch with this fucking with Khabib dude.
Khabib.
I'm telling you, he got one more, and Khabib's gonna beat his ass again, and he's out. He's done. He's done with UFC.
Khabib owned him.
Oh, he did. He fucking owned. It's funny because I actually put, his face on One Punch Man.
I saw that.
If you guys know fucking anything about
LokisMemes.com, baby.
If you know anything about manga, like One Punch Man is, he does. And that's what Conor does. He looks for that. He's dangerous. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. He is dangerous with that one punch. But his whole career is based around that one punch.
Conor McGregor's whole career was ruined with the Mayweather fight.
Right.
I agree.
No, I do agree with that. Now, my point being with this is, if it's not Conor, which I can see both of you guys' point, if it's not Conor, it's somebody else. It's Jackson, Rampage Jackson, or it's Iceman. You know what I'm saying? It's anybody.
Chuck Liddell?
There you go.
He's already done professional wrestling.
Well, he'll come back. You know what I'm saying? It's anybody.
Right now, I can see Daniel Cormier making that transition and doing the right thing. See, and that's where it goes wrong.
Guys are
doing the
do
right thing.
If they do it right. And that's exactly what we're talking about right now.
The Iron Sheik, Jack Briscoe, Dusty Rhodes. There were a lot of guys who had an amateur wrestling background who at any time could have fucked the entire script and bent anybody over and won the match. And that's what we're talking about with some of these UFC guys or girls coming in. And if you can't play the game, you just can't be involved in this. This is about entertaining the folks with pseudo violence, although it is very real. People really do get injured. Mm-hmm. People really do suffer greatly. But Ronda Rousey is that candidate. Brock Lesnar is that candidate. Ken Shamrock was 20 years ago that candidate. I don't see Conor McGregor being that guy who could come into a professional wrestling world, getting on Monday Night Raw, and saying, "Oh yeah, I'll lose to Dean Ambrose, who is a $140 with a brick in his pocket, who I don't think the world of. I don't think anything of Dean Ambrose."
Here's the thing. You have Kurt Angle gonna retire this year.
But
Undertaker gonna retire this year. R-Truth gonna retire this year.
has to.
Shelton Benjamin, which I am so fucking depressed. They had no fucking clue to what to do with this guy. Gonna retire this year.
They brought him back 8 years later, and they still didn't know what to do with him.
They still had no fucking clue. They're gonna bring, in my opinion, I do believe that they're gonna bring back, which is gonna actually help them, and hopefully they know what to fucking do with him. I'm killing myself right now with the glasses. John Morrison.
Oh, that would
They're
be
gonna
great.
bring him back. I'm
He's
gonna
still
call this
young
right
enough.
now. Yes, I'm gonna call it right now. He's been doing really good.
He's the same age as AJ Styles. AJ Styles is out there killing it.
Yes.
I would not. Again, full disclosure, I picked Samoa Joe for SummerSlam, but
He's
I am
another one.
glad.
I think Samoa Joe's
AJ
on his
went
way
on.
out.
No, Samoa Joe's not on his way out. You have to find a program that works for
No,
him.
I'm telling you right
to
now.
make him better.
I'm gonna say by WrestleMania next year, it's probably gonna be his final match.
You know what
There's
I
a lot
think?
of these big guys
I
are
was waiting
leaving,
for
and this is my point. This is my point.
I was waiting.
Utilize these guys.
I was waiting for this question.
Utilize these guys.
You know what
You
you
have-
know what the big main event should be at WrestleMania come this March or April, whenever they throw it down?
Elimination Chamber.
No.
2 belts.
Two guys.
Top guys win it.
Braun Strowman, Samoa Joe. Put them in there. Those are two guys that would just tear it up against each other. They're just their
For what though?
styles
There's
are so
no
similar.
belts. They're not going to give either one of these guys a belt. It'll be like fucking watching 2 retards fuck.
You missed what I said earlier. Give Strowman the belt. Make him the
If he has the belt, then
fucking
it's
monster.
something worth watching.
Exactly.
Right now, he's got dick.
You asked.
So it's going to be like watching 2
But
fucking
you
retards
asked
fuck.
what I would
Seriously.
do. I would give Strowman the belt. Fuck Roman Reigns. Hashtag
No, I know fuck
Reigns.
Roman Reigns. Look,
Hashtag fuck Reigns.
they've been feeding us
And have,
fucking
and have
Reigns
Joe beat him.
nonstop.
A couple comments real quick.
Go ahead.
Go.
Stephen Waddick.
Hello, Steven.
I-
Nathan Thompson's a cunt.
He thinks a lot of people stop watching wrestling when MMA contests, now part of regular programming, are much more accessible. I agree to a bit.
I'll buy it to an extent only because that MMA has gone in the way of selling their product like professional wrestling. I went to Blair Tugman's fight,
Yeah.
I don't know, 2 years ago.
That's a different MMA. Let me say that
Bellator,
right now.
But Bellator is more exciting than
Is
UFC.
yes, because it's real. UFC, and I called this shit on Facebook,
Yes, you did.
especially with Khabib jumping over the fucking fence and chasing
We
down
talked
Connor's
about that
fucking
earlier.
people. Right, exactly. This was a stage from a WWE event. I'm sorry. They are setting up pictures for their rematch, so you're going to turn around and you're
You know,
going
it's
to see...
fun. It's funny you say that because as I'm driving home tonight, I'm listening to the Taz show, which was hosted by, I don't know, Taz, former professional wrestler. He loves MMA. And one of the things he said was when Khabib won and he threw the mouthpiece and the whole thing happened, it struck him as very sports entertainment, WWE, etc.,
Yes.
so forth. But at the same time, once he got the backstory, he's like, I get why he did it.
Yes.
But at the same time, if you're Joe Average, you know, just tuning in, watching MMA, and you saw this, and he jumped over the cage and beat the shit out of somebody, and then this guy threw the punch at Connor and all this bullshit,
I got
it strikes you as WWE.
I got a fun statistic for you. That after fight was watched more than the fight itself.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes. Yes.
If 4 million people bought that pay-per-view,
17 million people watched Khabib jump over that fucking fence.
Time Magazine said the same thing.
No, exactly. Dude, straight up, it's called out. They're trying to sell these tickets now. They're trying to get drama behind it. It's not enough to have good fights no more. Connor can't sell this shit by himself.
It killed
They
him.
need more.
That fight that we watched with Al
Yes.
Snow, Marty Jannetty, and Cowboy Bob Orton at Pistol Pete's, we were there.
Yeah.
That killed Conor McGregor.
It did.
And I'm going to let
It
you,
did.
I'm going to ask you the question. I'm going to be listening from over there. What would you do if you had the WWE creative book?
All right, so it's very simple. First of all, You get Brock Lesnar back. You give that motherfucker as much money as he wants. You sign him to at least show up every week. Every week. It is in his clause. This whole bullshit of only showing up for pay-per-view events is done. No. You are scheduled to be here. You're going to do this. I'm not saying...
Not to cut you off. Do you think that's his doing or WWE?
No, that's WWE. That's them. That's them. I guarantee you right now they were like, you know what? People are fucking... They hate
They're
it.
dumb. Waste of talent.
It
That's
is.
what it is.
It
Straight
is.
up.
Exactly.
And the people love him. You can see it.
He comes in just recently at that pay-per-view, the pay-per event, and people were like, "Oh my god, Brock Lesnar's here." And I did the same thing. I was like, "What's he even doing here?" I'm confused. I don't know. You get rid of man. I know you guys like Ronda. I'm just not buying the hype.
Well,
I'm not. It's like Nia Jax.
She might.
Look,
I didn't call her like this extraordinary talent or anything. I say it's interesting. She generates interest, and
she does. No, you're right.
Steve Waddick actually brings up a good point in his last comment there. Ronda Rousey is pulling MMA audience to wrestling. And that is the main idea. We know it. We're not dumb. We know that's the deal, and we know that's why she has the belt. It's not something I would have done.
No.
I would have.
Oh God, no.
I would have said, "Here's
God,
the thing."
no.
I would have been like, "You want to wear the Rowdy? Then you're gonna
earn the Rowdy. You're gonna earn the Rowdy. Yes,
it's like
fuck
that,
yeah.
You're wearing a legacy. You need to earn it. I do agree with you there.
The main phrase is legitimacy.
My third thing is you cut this whole fucking diva show from wrestling.
Thank you.
It's done. You're done. I'm serious with this. Look, if you want to have a diva show, then they can go do their thing. But the fact that you're going to tie it in with wrestling is fucking absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's super ridiculous. You're letting the story be known behind, if you turn around and say, watch Total Divas,
That'll never happen.
Grant, I know, but I'm just saying, that they're going to be letting you know the behind the scenes shit. And for wrestling to keep this image that, let's be honest, everybody knows it's scripted. I'm not going to say the word fake, because the word fake is insulting.
Yes, it
These
is.
guys are athletes.
Women.
Right. I call women guys too. It's just my thing.
I'm gonna give each of you a piece of paper.
Okay.
We're gonna go.
It's like if you had Hulk Hogan and them on the Jersey Shore. It's
right.
the same fucking shit.
Right.
And it kind of ruins the brand.
We got about 9 minutes, so real quick, I'm gonna break it down. If I'm WWE executives, I get rid of the hokiness. Like I said, I bring back the Attitude Era. I bring back the, oh my God,
a lot of
blood
it, yes.
on the screen. I bring that stuff back. Number, I think I'm up to like 0.7. I bring back the tag teams.
I said the same thing.
I'm so sick and tired of these vanilla tag. I do. I miss a good tag match. I miss being like, did you not see that? Like, what the fuck is going? I missed when people were proud to be tag team champions. I missed that, man.
There's a reason my favorite wrestler was part of a tag team.
Dynamite Kid.
Exactly.
So it's because I love that dynamic.
I love and I like how they still incorporate this. So this is one thing I keep the as they call it the Raw SmackDown mix up, aka the draft, where you get the talent going back and forth. And my last point is, like I was trying to say earlier, you got a lot of people retiring this year. Well, leaving, as I like to say it. Big Show is going to be gone too.
Nobody ever really retires. Let's keep it
real.
But
You have an opportunity to use the experience that these guys have accumulated over the years. You have the experience that they have in the back of that locker room. What pisses people off? What works for them? What doesn't work for them? What do you need to advance this further? Or you're going to be just like Marvel Comics is right now, with their sales being fucking super low. That's just the way it is.
I'm going to ask you guys a question real quick. Take your pens, and I gave you paper. I want you to write down the following titles.
We got 7 minutes.
Okay, write down the Universal title, the WWE World title, the Intercontinental title, the United States title, Raw Women's title, SmackDown Women's title, and the most forgotten one is the Cruiserweight title. Let's forget about the tag teams right now. We all agree that the tag teams should be featured a little bit more. Okay, so we got
Women's.
Universal,
Yep.
World,
Yep.
IC,
Yep.
US,
Yep.
Cruiserweight,
Yep.
Raw Women's,
Yep.
SmackDown Women's.
Okay.
So-
Women's, SmackDown, and okay.
Okay, I'll start because I already have my picks here. What would you do if you had the book, you had the creative? I would say I'd put the Universal title on Braun. He is the monster. That's what everybody wants to see. The world title, the WWE world title, I would keep on AJ. He's doing the fantastic job. I'd put the IC title, if it's not already on him, on Dolph Ziggler. He's the workhorse. He is the guy, much like Tito Santana back in the day, much like Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels. He's the guy that makes that title important. Cody Rhodes in more recent years. The U.S. title I'd put on Rusev, the foreigner who can make the U.S. title like, oh my God, the foreigner has a title, we have to take it off him, yada, yada, yada. I'd keep the Raw Women's title on Ronda because she legitimizes the title. SmackDown Women's title I would keep on Becky, only because Becky Lynch is that fucking fantastic. The Cruiserweight title I would put on as soon as the contract is signed and the ink is dry and you can get him back into the company, which the contract is already signed. Cruiserweight champion Rey Mysterio Jr. Mike, you are next.
Okay. So there's a couple things that I don't think the WWE has the cojones to pull off.
Yep.
Let's just say that right now. Number one, I have Universal title as Shinsuke Nakamura.
Ooh.
I am sick and tired of the fact that they did everything that they did. And look, I understand he's making money and he's happy being where the fuck he is. But
Fantastic.
you brought him over for a reason. And man, you're not utilizing this guy. He's fucking great. He has pop. He walks out and pop. You have people fucking yelling and screaming him straight up.
Mm-hmm.
Cruiser, and this is one of the ones that I'm going to say is it's not going to fucking happen. And this pisses me off. Aries, you need to bring him back, man. You need to bring him back.
Nice.
I
call.
love fucking Aries. Austin Aries is fucking great. I know he's older. I get that.
So is AJ.
Right, thank you. But you gotta go with that. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole other fucking deal. World title. Keep it with AJ. I like having AJ Styles where he is. I like that everybody that he faces, it becomes a deal.
They make each other better.
They do. They really do. I agree with that. SmackDown woman, I agree with the Becky. I'm going to keep with the Becky. Raw, man, please fucking give it to fucking Asuka. Please. She fucking deserves it. She busted her fucking ass. Like I said, you have both Shinsuke and Asuka. I mean, they are electric. No matter what they do, there's pop when they come out. Please don't fucking lose that.
So,
Please.
The Intercontinental and the U.S. title.
All right, U.S. title is very simple. Drew McIntyre.
Wow, nice call.
I love the fact that...
Could you imagine Drew having one title and Dolph having the other, and they're a team and just, oh, wow.
Right.
Fantastic.
Unfortunately, I think Joe Ziggler is going to be retiring this year, too.
Joe Ziggler.
I think he is.
You notice how I said his real name?
I know. I'm always fucking with you.
I know.
But no, I like McIntyre. I like the fact that Vince McMahon went out of his way to go grab him again. And IC champ, I do like Joe Ziggler. I think Joe Ziggler would be a great fucking IC champ. Nothing against the Kingslayer, because I do like him there. And if I can't get Joe Ziggler, I want Cody back.
You know,
I want Cody back, and I want him as my
If I
IC
can throw
champ.
this in before Ed gives his picks, I want to say that it's better to watch Seth Rollins fight from underneath, much like Bob Backlund, much like a lot of your other baby faces in the years that we've watched this. It's much better to watch him fight from underneath and win than it is for him to be
All right,
dominant.
3 minutes, Ed.
Go ahead.
Don't interrupt him. He's got 3 minutes.
Jabroni's gonna hate me on some of these.
Probably.
Universal, I put Braun.
I'm with you. All right.
No, somebody. World, I put Brock.
Wow. Why?
I don't know. I just like Brock. I
do too.
just think he's a better brand. He's world champion material.
Okay. I'm with you.
AJ, I like him. Not as much as you do though. So Intercontinental for him.
Okay, so IC goes
There
to
you go.
AJ. Okay.
I kind of agree with you on. I couldn't remember his name, and then you said it.
Shinsuke.
Nakamura.
Shinsuke, yeah. So US for him.
Nice.
He's
Nice.
been there, but okay.
Raw, Yeah, he should still be there, in my opinion.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Same thing with this one, Raw Women's. I said I put Bailey. Fuck it.
Oh, Raw Women's Bailey.
Like it.
She
Like
had
it.
it for a hot minute.
Yeah.
She should have it back.
I like Bailey.
I don't know.
do.
She's got that Hulk Hogan Hulkamania vibe.
Good
I
call.
get it.
Good
I'm
call.
following.
I
Good
don't
call.
know enough about SmackDown, so I'll just go with whatever you guys say. And same thing with Cruiserweight.
Becky.
Tag team, I'm gonna say New Day just because the only ones I really
We
know.
didn't-
We didn't do tag team.
And he and I were different on Cruiserweight, so
Yeah.
maybe draw a name out of a hat. I don't know. I had Rey Mysterio. He had
And
Austin
I had
Aries.
Austin Aries. And both of them, they would have to be re-signed into the WWE.
Well, Ray just recently
Right.
re-signed.
Right.
Aries.
I can see Ray because I've seen him.
All right, so we'll put Ray for you. All right, fantastic.
So.
90 seconds.
90 seconds.
And I would
go
bring
ahead.
back. I would bring back that some of that old '80s rawness back with the cages and stuff like that. So that's why I
Attitude
say
era,
a
man.
lot-
Attitude
Well,
era.
this is before the Attitude Era. That Raw when it was like back room. Someone was
Well, that's what I'm
hustling
saying.
bets in the
I
back.
really,
Yes.
I felt like the Attitude Era was a step up
Oh,
from the 80s,
so
if you
much,
will. I
so
really
much.
do, and I missed that.
See, I tuned
I missed
out
that.
for it. I didn't like it.
Oh, my
love
God.
that.
I like some of it. That's why I
Can
say
I-
bring back some of
Go
it.
ahead, go ahead.
Can I tell you, I was watching
0-0, Red Sox Yankees.
It hasn't
Top
started
of the
yet.
first. Yes, it has.
It's
You
not
wanna try
80
again?
Is it 8:07?
It's 8:09.
Oh shit. Okay.
Thank you.
Recently,
I get my updates, motherfucker.
recently I've been watching
45 seconds.
on the WWE network is ECW, the old TV shows that were shown on MSG Network overnight. And I sent Gary Wolf, former guest, Pitbull #1, a picture. And I'm like, look who I'm watching right now. And I'm watching how Paul Heyman and his creative team built a story. And it was so compelling, whereas we couldn't wait to get in front of that TV at
Pineapple.
1 a.m. to watch ECW. But if we missed Monday Night Raw, it wasn't so much until the Attitude Era began.
Thank you.
And they kind of borrowed a lot from ECW. But
10 seconds.
you want
You
to
got
add
something?
anything to this?
No, I said my piece.
I said my piece.
At the end, you have to give something compelling to the fans.
I agree.
And it's not Reigns.
It's not hashtag fuck Reigns, our next t-shirt on Loki and Jabroni, cafepress.com, whatever. We'll get into paying bills later. Now, Loki had another point that we want to take 30 minutes to talk
I want
about.
to do beer, but they didn't want to do beer today.
Not this
Because we
week.
don't have any beer.
Not this week.
I don't know. Maybe we'll do that beer club. And we'll
Wouldn't it
No,
be
no.
great?
Right over here. Universal. Dude, telling you right now, there was so many. They just came out. I saw it. They had the blonde ale of Game of Thrones. Then they had the Mother of Dragons Game of Thrones one. Each
Mhm.
one of them were only $10.99
each.
Well, you know what?
Yes.
If we have some gimmick glasses, I'll
And then
break
there's-
this out.
There's other shit. There's some other nice shit. That literally, they just had bottles, just pints, just like the Hobbit said,
I'm good with that, bro.
right
no,
across
you
the
will
board.
try it and
Oh.
you will accept it. This
Why
was
is it all narked off?
what?
It's like classic sporting.
well,
Dunkin'
read,
Coffee.
read the back. This is, I don't know if you guys saw this online, but Dunkin' Donuts teamed up with Harpoon Brewing Company to create the Dunkin' Donuts Stout.
Oh, they're explaining what
Yes.
it is, but it's like
I was a little bit
I
verklempt at the
got
beginning
you.
too.
Speaking of
got
beer,
you.
have you guys heard the very first Taco Bell that serves alcohol in Connecticut opened?
Where?
New Haven.
I'm going tomorrow.
It's called the Taco Bell Cantina.
Now, I have tried this, so I'm going to pass this around. What I said was this is basically carbonated coffee. And we'll go from there. And then we'll get into the next topic that we have for the next 30 minutes. Oh, wow. Loki just lost his shit right there.
Well, now I'm gonna have to try it.
You might have to.
Nasty ass glass here.
Yeah, well, you know. Shit happens.
I'll use my new shirt to like wipe it down.
That's a fantastic shirt, by the way.
You like it? I think it makes me look fat.
Go fuck yourself.
It may as well. Look. I'll drink that whole thing. I don't care.
Let's look at it. So
Oh, so dark, so crisp. It's a Dunkin'
Let me,
Dunkin' Coffee Porter by
Wrong.
Harpoon Brewing
let
Company.
me switch over to my camera so the folks.
Go ahead,
can
yeah,
look at this.
please.
That is straight black coffee.
Wrong.
Now, if you're on YouTube,
It
you
is
can
black
see
coffee.
this.
No, you are right about
It
that.
looks
That's
straight
why
black
I'm not.
coffee,
No,
yeah.
I'm looking to add some fucking cream and sugar to that shit right now.
I don't like cream and sugar in my coffee, so
I do.
I enjoyed it.
Ever since I left the military, I love cream and sugar in my coffee, and I literally take time to enjoy my breakfast.
I call
motherfuckers.
horseshit because
Fuck you.
coffee should not have cream in it. But
It
that's
should.
me. That's me.
Hey,
I'm
look,
just saying.
if
I love you to death, but that's just me.
And I love myself enough not to suck down hot bean water.
Do you see what he just
Okay?
did? He just like killed it. Go ahead, Ed.
Strangely enough, it's not too terrible.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Neither is taking it up the ass.
If
I will
you're a
probably
Red Sox
I would
fan,
never
but-
buy. I'm probably never gonna buy that. But
neither would
I was worried, not so much, but I don't like coffee, but not so much that it was coffee, but that it was stout,
Same.
and I don't like stout at all.
I've had coffee
Fuck
beers.
your stout.
I'm not a big stout fan, but this was really
Fuck
good.
your stout couch.
Fuck your fucking stout couch. I'm going back up to the
All right.
bathroom in the beginning of this one. Is DC Universe doomed? And by the universe, I mean
The cinematic?
everything. Comics, cartoons, cinematics. Is the universe gone? 3, 2, 1, 30 minutes on the clock.
I don't think so. I think the animated is fantastic. They keep going forward. The animated series, the animated movies, whether it's Batman Under the Red Hood or Superman Doomsday or whatever, every time DC puts out an animated movie, it's better than the last one. Having said that, excuse me, whoa, hello, too much coffee beer. Every time DC puts out a cinematic movie since the Nolan trilogy, it seems to go up and down. You had your trilogy. You had Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and The Dark Knight Rises going in this direction, up. And then you had Batman vs. Superman, which was just slightly lower. Then you had Suicide Squad, right on that same
Well,
plane.
you had Man of Steel in between those two.
That
which
was
kinda-
really good. In my opinion, and I'm not a Superman fan, really, really good. Okay,
was.
so there was a blip in the radar. Now you have Suicide Squad, which, in my opinion, was a fantastic fucking film.
It was all right.
But
I didn't hate it.
now they're going to saturate. And if you've seen that thing that they put out where here's the DC movies that are going to come out in the next 2 years, nobody gives a fuck about Aquaman. Stop. Don't make an Aquaman movie. Nobody cared about Aquaman in the Super Friends. Nobody cared about Aquaman when they put his own comic out in 1992. Nobody cares about Aquaman. Nobody cares about Jason Momoa. Nobody fucking cares about Aquaman. So stop trying to force him down our throat. Now, going forward,
You don't like him because he looks like Roman Reigns.
no, I don't like him because it's fucking Aquaman. The fact that he looked like Roman Reigns is kind of
It's
same.
there. It's an elephant in the room.
Exactly. Cyborg, I would love to see a Cyborg film, but you have to build it from the real story, not the story they fed us in Justice League?
I don't think Cyborg's ever had a solo project. He was a Teen Titan.
He had a bit of a solo comic in the mid 90s and it sold nothing.
Yeah. So I don't know that Cyborg could carry a movie on his own, but
He can't.
he
So
could-
Cyborg's
yeah.
a bit part.
Right.
he could totally, like, you could put him in other movies. Like
So what
if
do
he
you have?
showed up in Shazam
Now,
or something.
now you
would be
have
cool.
now you
Absolutely.
have now you have the Flash, which the most exciting thing about the Flash comics was Barry Allen, the original Flash, being
Reverse Flash.
Wait.
I like Reverse Flash.
well,
yeah, go
but
ahead.
the most exciting thing about the Flash was I want to say it was 1986, 87, where the Flash was on trial for murder, and the comics for 13 episodes for one entire year. You couldn't wait to get to the newsstands or get to your comic shop to get the next issue and to find out. I'll never forget going to the Comic Den in Norwich and picking out that issue that was fresh off the stands, and the front was "The Flash is guilty," and I was like,
Yep.
"Oh fuck!" And then it was 3 more episodes until you found out his fate. But the Flash, nobody cares about Aquaman. Nobody cares about the Flash. We could care about Cyborg. Everybody
they care about
digs
the Flash.
Wonder Woman. Everybody digs Batman. Everybody digs Superman. Build your franchise and maybe bring, I don't know, You could bring Nightwing in. You could bring some characters from the 80s that had potential that you gave no love to, like Hawk and Dove. You could bring a lot of those characters back and give them some love. Fuck Aquaman and fuck the Flash. That's where I'm done.
I think my biggest problem with the DC universe as opposed to Marvel, obviously it's not. We got to bring Marvel into this because they seem to be doing things right.
Because Marvel does it right.
DC tends to divide their audience like really bad. So you have the CW shows, which they call the Arrowverse,
Right.
and they're all really good. And everyone was really into the Flash, this kid being the Flash, and then they talk of a Justice League movie, and everyone's like, "Oh, are they going to put this kid in that movie?" And all of a sudden they say, "No, the CW shows are going to be separate from the DCEU." So right off the bat, you're dividing your audience.
Right.
So you're giving like, "Oh, there's going to be 2 Flashes. There's 2 Supermen."
Yeah.
We know that.
Yep.
Which I actually like him. Actually, I'm not going to knock him.
He's not bad.
There's going to be 2 Supergirls. Their next super project is going to be
No
her.
Supergirl will ever beat Helen Slater.
Oh, I loved Helen Slater. I don't hate that movie. It gets so much shit.
It's
but
so good.
I don't.
It's
hate
so
it.
bad. It's so good.
But I was in love with Helen Slater too.
She's
that
so-
didn't help.
Fair is fair.
Now let's look at Marvel's TV shows.
Billie Jean.
Now they are kind of separate, meaning
I
that
love her.
you have not seen, you haven't seen Hemsworth or Robert Downey Jr. show up in any of the Netflix.
But you
shows.
haven't seen any of them not be in the movies yet.
Right. But they acknowledge that they're in the same universe,
Right.
and even mention events and things like that. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but I guess there's more crossover with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. than there is with
Right.
the Netflix shows.
Well, Shield is pretty
But
much part of the big...
Marvel puts out there that
Don't lose too much onto the Marvel.
Well,
Right.
I know
I'm
you're
just
making
comparing.
a point.
I'm
I
comparing.
know.
So Marvel acknowledges that their universes are all tied together.
Right.
Okay, with the exception of the Sony thing, which is another matter. But so DC is not. It's like, oh no, everything we're doing is separate. Now, what they're doing, they're going to divide their fans even more, and they're putting out this Joker movie with
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix, yeah.
who I think might do a good job. But Joaquin
Yeah.
probably should have been in Suicide Squad.
I actually thought that Jared Leto didn't do a bad job,
No, he didn't do a bad job.
but he didn't do a great job.
But you're dividing the character, you're dividing the fans again.
We can't have, obviously, Heath Ledger come back from the dead and put on the best Joker ever. Ever. My opinion. I'm sure somebody will disagree, but
no, I have
you
no.
can't
I have nothing.
Heath Ledger come back and put on the best
I
Joker
gotta say,
ever.
Jack's Joker and an older Joker was great.
20 years apart.
No, absolutely. Heath's Joker was
Nailed it.
that younger, just didn't give a fuck. It was all anarchy.
Yep.
Straight up anarchy.
What the
And you gotta-
Joker
you
was
gotta give it
meant
him.
to
Yes.
be.
Well,
Absolutely.
Like, I said before, like Jack Nicholson's Joker is very much the Killing Joke, and Heath Ledger's is very much the Long Halloween.
Yeah.
If you break it down like that.
But when you listen
to their
to them,
famous lines.
they
famous
put those
lines.
two together
You ever dance with the devil
in the
in a pale moonlight? And then he turns around and let's put a smile on that face.
yes.
Same.
It's right, exactly. In the same, if you really break down those things, it's the same idea. The tragedy is there. However, when
What
you
made you what you are?
right, when he asks, "You ever dance with the devil in a pale moonlight?" He is literally looking at you, and he's about to take your life.
Exactly.
When he asks, or when he makes a
Because
statement,
he just likes the sound.
let's put a smile on
Same.
that face.
Same.
You're not dying. You're gonna go through
You're gonna
a
get
whole
hurt.
right, exactly. You're gonna go through a whole other element of pain and suffering that you've never been through, and it's gonna awaken something that
But
you've never thought about.
To go to your
before.
point, the point with Jack Nicholson's Joker and Heath Ledger's Joker that were same. You got the scene in Batman 1989 where he's pissed off. Batman is coming, taking all his balloons and yada yada. He turns to his right-hand man and he says, Bob, give me the gun. And he shoots Bob. It's over.
And he looks at the other guy and goes,
Yep.
"You're
My number one guy." And now you go to the scene in the restaurant where Heath Ledger says, let me show you a magic trick. I'm going to take this pencil and make it disappear. And he slams the guy's head into it, stabs him through the eye, right through the brain. Dude falls. It's the same character,
right."
just for the modern audience. I think Jack in the Joker and Heath Ledger in the Joker are same.
It's kind of
Just a
funny. I don't think a
different
lot of people
presentation.
realize the Easter egg when he does that same scene when he's like going, "You're my
Number one guy."
Exactly.
He's basically foretelling his future as, I'm going to kill your ass.
Yeah, exactly. I love Wonder Woman.
What a fantastic fucking movie.
Well, that's when you get a director that actually loves the character that they're directing.
Right.
Zack Snyder hates fucking Superman.
Not just the character, but the story.
Same. If you love Wonder Woman, you're gonna make a great story.
Look, I'm not a big Superman fan. I'll say it now. I've told you guys before. I don't dig the whole alien gimmick, schnabitz, whatever.
Build the wall.
If you pay me $20 million and say, direct a Superman movie, I'm going to give you the best fucking Superman movie of all time. You know why? Because you're paying me $20 fucking million.
Let's look at it this way. All right. Spider-Man. How many different actors has Spider-Man had?
In the movies?
Nicholas Hammond. You have Tobey Maguire. Garfield, gimmick, schnabitz from him. Holland. Yep.
And yeah, that's about it. So 4.
So far, yeah.
So Batman, same idea.
Adam West, Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, George Clooney, Christian Bale, Buttfleck.
Buttfleck, right. Now, both of them are iconic characters. Now, on your hand, Batman, how many have sucked?
George Clooney, Val Kilmer, 2. I'm going to say 2.
I got 3.
Who was the third?
So
if you say Adam West, I'm punching you live. I'm punching you live on air.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to say Adam West.
2. Who else?
I just don't.
Christian Bale was badass.
I don't like Christian Bale.
Okay,
you
you don't like him, but was he good? That was the second, halfway through the second, and all of the third. The first Batman Begins, was that the first one?
Okay, look, yes,
he was doing it in the first one, just not.
No,
as
he was
bad.
doing it softly, like it doesn't matter who I am. It matters what's underneath.
But
by the third one, he was like, got cancer in my throat.
It was fucking horrible. Like,
I get what you're saying. I don't buy it.
I'm just gonna say the two. If I have to pick 2 great ones, it's very simple. It's Michael Keaton and it's Adam West.
Okay,
and that's it. That's it.
You have saved yourself from being punched, and I would never punch you, but
I'm
today,
gonna say Keaton and Bale.
All right, I would say the same thing, Keaton and Bale.
You
As
know?
much as I love Adam West, Keaton and Bale.
I mean, here's the
But how? Can I ask you guys a question?
Now go. Hold on. Now we're losing it. We're losing it real quick. But let me go back to
we're
it.
dwelling on Batman. too much,
Spider-Man. Now pick out of the 4 guys that we have on Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Pick
but
2
Maguire
bad
and
ones.
Holland.
Maguire and
What,
Holland.
the bad ones?
Yeah,
easily.
pick
Garfield.
Easily.
You got
Fuck
one.
Garfield.
You got one, though,
Garfield
right?
was terrible.
Oh, he was horrible. He was fucking horrible.
Maguire and Holland.
But even if you had to buy Garfield, in the very first one, Amazing Spider-Man,
You know what killed me about Garfield?
he
was because he was too
Okay.
smarmy.
I don't even agree with that.
Garfield was too
very smart.
smarmy.
Yeah,
He was
trying to sell the Peter Parker role too much.
Do you know what I hate about Garfield? He makes this face.
It doesn't matter about the face. To me,
Matters to me.
Tobey Maguire was Peter
he was
Parker.
Great. He was great.
And
Up
Peter
until
Parker was
Spider-Man
Spider-Man.
3.
Right.
Everyone hates 3. I don't hate 3.
I do.
3, the
So
story
bad.
was
There's
fantastic.
just so much
Tobey
going
Maguire's
on.
performance was shit. I don't want to get too deep into
Yeah, we're going
Marvel
into
because
too much, but
I want to ask you guys a question. Is it overkill that we're going to get an Aquaman movie? Is it overkill that DC is
No.
basically poisoning the well? Stick with the franchise players. Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman.
Who said it out of you two? Reboot the whole fucking DC universe.
I did.
I didn't.
Reboot it.
I did.
I agree with
Just
that.
get rid of the
You know what?
fucking
I
trash
love,
directors.
and you're gonna hate me for this. I love Gal. I do. She's fucking.
Oh, she's fantastic.
She's a great Wonder Woman, but you're gonna have to get rid of her too.
You know what? No, she's
You're
she's
gonna have,
actually.
you have to, if you're gonna reboot it.
She's
have
the
to
she's the
reboot
one actress or actor, if you want to go into this, that embraces and enunciates to the crowd both characters.
But you know what?
Much
Her image
Christian Bale
is
did
gonna
with
make
Batman.
you think of everything that sucked in the DC universe. You guys said it.
Yeah, but
Look,
you know what? To argue that point a little bit, Wonder Woman came in the middle of films that sucked and still did really well.
and
came-
there's
but it
films that
came-
came afterwards that sucked too.
Right, but it came at a time where you needed that strong female role, and it came at a time where you needed Wonder Woman to come out and be important.
I disagree.
Look,
No offense.
because she was in 2 of those movies that sucked.
But wait, I'm a guy who from
In
1976
a very important role. When she fucking put that shield up and did the
What I'm saying is the problem is not her and it's not the
No.
actors. The problem
No.
is the people running.
allow
the
me,
Right.
allow me to finish
but
my
the
point.
image goes with the face.
Exactly. Go back to, if you're old like us, go back to the Super Friends. Wonder Woman was always a fringe character. Gal Gadot brought that character to be important. She brought it to the forefront in the Justice League, in the Wonder Woman movie, in the
Live action
Batman
it
versus
hasn't
Superman.
happened since fucking
Linda Carter.
Yeah,
Linda
Exactly.
Carter,
What,
exactly.
70s?
Which is 79,
almost 40
80.
years ago.
They tried to do a Wonder Woman TV show and never
Yeah,
made
it was
past the
garbage. No, it's
pilot.
garbage.
The only thing I
Garbage.
remember from that is the theme song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't let me get that stuck in your head, listeners, but that was it. Now, she's brought it forward, and she's done a great job of melding Diana Prince and Wonder Woman into one character and bringing it forward, much like Christian Bale did, much like Michael Keaton did, much like Henry Cavill did. And as much as I'm not a fan of Superman, but I watched those movies
Dude,
on
he's an incredible Superman.
both of you guys who are like, you got to watch these movies. I'm in
Incredible
love with
Superman.
those fucking films. That woman brought Wonder Woman to the forefront.
But like
and
I
now
said,
you have this infinite plane that you can go through and have Wonder Woman movies out the wazoo because she knows how to bring Diana and Wonder Woman together. Whereas I don't
but
think
it's
Tobey
already
Maguire.
in a universe that I believe is failing.
It is failing because
So
they're
you need
saturating
to-
the universe.
You need to 86 at all.
First,
Unfortunately,
86, the fucking Aquaman
Unfortunately,
movie.
so-
Nobody fucking cares about Aquaman.
I know. I'm saying you need to 86 everybody. You need to start from ground zero. You need to be like, look, gal, we love you. You're fucking beautiful. You are Wonder Woman to the T.
Hmm?
Here is $10 million. Go away.
I think there's
What?
Go. You have to reset this universe. You brought up a very fucking great point, and I love it. The only thing holding the DC universe together right now is their anime. That is it, dude.
Exactly.
That's it. Their cartoons are outstanding. I don't know why you can't get the people that are writing these fucking cartoons to write for you in the DC universe, the cinematic universe. But Jesus, man, watch Bad Blood. Watch Batman
Watch
Bad
Under
Blood.
the Red Hood.
The one that just came out on Netflix.
Bad Blood was fantastic.
Wasn't that fucking great? Batman's missing. They think Batman's fucking evil. You
stayed
have
up-
Batwoman. Batwoman's in this shit.
I stayed
dude.
up till 3 in the morning watching that, and I had to leave the house at 6:30 to go to work. I didn't care. That was fucking
Dude, I started
phenomenal.
watching it. I got invited to fucking Daybreak, fucking State of Decay. I went over there, beat some zombie ass, came back, and then went back and watched that fucking shit. Their cartoons are phenomenal.
Hire
They're
the
phenomenal.
writers for
They
the
brought
DC
back the
animated
Mask
universe.
of the Phantasm for fucking Batman to the theaters. Do you know why? Because it's a fucking classic. Why the
Good
fuck
movie.
can't you idiots get your fucking heads out of your fucking perspective asses and get this shit written down?
We should mention that Kevin Conroy is probably one of the best Batman.
He is.
too.
No, he is.
Absolutely.
The voice of him
Yeah.
is fucking phenomenal.
Like he
phenomenal.
And-
he made the video games, really did.
If
Yeah,
you
he
were
did.
to write down, and I'm going to show you right now, I'm just going to do this right here. Indulge me for a minute.
What we're waiting.
You can't spell Mark Hamill without Arkham.
That's true. It's true. Absolutely.
All right, just so
And
you know.
he is the voice of the Joker.
If you
absolutely.
put
But that's what I'm saying,
the
the
face paint on
cartoons,
him,
I've
if
never,
you did the gimmick and he played the Joker, cripes, what would
I don't think I'd buy it.
what awesomeness would that be?
I couldn't buy his face
He's
as the Joker.
He's the trickster on the Flash.
Yeah, he
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. See, I would get lost, and plus his face. The Joker's
He's
always
too
been
old.
a long. He's got a long face. You know what I'm saying? He just has a.
Yet Jack
pointed-
Nicholson had a squishy face.
No, he had like when he put that makeup on, they made it elongated. You know what I'm saying? Not skinny.
Makeup gimmick.
Because that was a difference. When they put that fucking makeup on Freak Show from fucking Suicide Squad, Jared
Leto.
they made him look gaunt. You know what I'm saying? Like a skull.
You know why I didn't buy him as the Joker as the Batman fan in the room? Because of the tattoos.
Damaged.
That was the updated.
The damaged forehead.
Yeah.
Everybody hated that tattoo. Everybody hated that tattoo.
I didn't buy the tattoos. I didn't buy the Joker. Was just a guy.
5 minutes breakdown.
Break down what?
Breakdown.
How do we save the DC universe?
Exactly.
Go back to the Super Friends.
You got a
era.
minute 30 seconds. Go for it.
Get your main. You remember the opening of the Super Friends?
Yep.
Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, and Robin. Those are your 4 core characters. If you want to save the DC universe, take those 4 characters and run. Robin could have his own movie if you did it right. Batman obviously has had movies on his own, and it's been done right and wrong. Superman has had movies done right and wrong. Wonder Woman is the only character of those 4 that has had a movie that has been done right. Take those core 4 characters from the beginning of the Super Friends, Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, and Robin, run with them, and make things happen. Ed,
Hey,
you're
what do you
up.
Well, I disagree a little bit with
4
you
minutes.
on the whole reboot thing. I think you can jumpstart the series again. What you need to do is you take these fucking little side projects, throw them in the trash. You're not ready for a Supergirl movie. You need to introduce her in either a Justice League movie or a Superman movie.
Correct.
You can't just jump out with her.
What about Aquaman?
Aquaman's done. It's happening.
That's not what I'm asking.
We'll see how well it does.
It'll make $4.
I don't hate Aquaman like you do.
With popcorn.
I need you to show
Oh,
me on
wait.
this doll where Aquaman hurt you.
Because he's fucking Aquaman, dude. He sucks.
Don't make me come out of this water.
He's a Submariner fan.
No, I'm not.
What they need to do. This is what I would do if I was in total control. I would make a World's Finest movie.
Oh,
with just
nice.
Superman and Batman, and that's how I would jumpstart it. Whether or not Affleck wants me on board or not, you get a good script. You get Zack Snyder the fuck away from the whole franchise. Bring in Patty Jenkins from Wonder Woman into World's Finest, and you do a movie, and you bring the villain you know that we all fucking want to see, and that's Brainiac.
You know who? Oh, fantastic, dude. Up top.
That's the
You
problem.
know who'd be a fantastic
Same
Batman?
villains keep getting recycled.
Mhm.
I just want around the room. Gerard Butler would be a fantastic Batman.
Let him go.
Bring back Keaton.
Let him go.
Sure.
I'm going to go
Even though
right
he's
back to what I
90
was saying
years old.
before. You completely reboot the entire universe. You hire the people that are doing your cartoons right now to become your main writers. Then you turn around and you actually get people that look the part. All right? The only people you fucking strike with, Wonder Woman and fucking Superman.
Yep.
And that's it. I'm sorry. Look, you might like Christian Bale as Batman, but he didn't look like Batman.
He looked like
He was
stop. No,
anorexic.
timeout, offsides, clipping.
He
I
looked
thought-
like
no,
anorexic
You're
Batman.
asking the question I thought he looked like Batman much more than Batfleck
No,
looked like Batman.
Batman looks like fucking fat Batman. Looks like he went to
I'm
Wendy's
sorry,
fucking
Adam West,
drive-thru
anybody?
45 fucking times.
Adam West
all right?
had a fucking keg
Everybody.
underneath his
All
gimmick.
right, but so did fucking what's his name that played Superman?
Christopher Reeve.
No, before that.
Before he fell off
Brandon
his
Routh?
horse.
Thank you.
Brandon Routh?
Yes.
I don't even.
Oh no, before that, in the 50s. Fucking
George Reeves.
Thank you, George Reeves. Exactly. He looked like a fucking super meal fucking waiting.
Christian
to happen,
Bale was
all right?
the best
Come
Batman
on.
ever. Fight me.
Super skinny, man. I just didn't buy it. Anyways, regardless,
Fight me.
You're biting into it. You're biting into my point. Get rid of everybody. I love certain actors. I do. They did a great job. I'm not trying to say. And look, when it takes off, give them money. Be like, you were here when we fucking made this sinking ship and we apologize. We suck so bad that here's money. We suck. We suck. But we have to do something different. Deadpool said it best when he was getting fucking stabbed in the neck from fucking Cable. You're so dark. Are you a DC character?
I saw that.
Seriously. Oh my God, dude. He drilled that shit. DC is dark. It's disgusting. Fucking Aquaman's gonna fail. Shazam's gonna fucking fail.
Yep.
Any other movies you got set up, Supergirl's gonna fucking fail. I thought Captain Marvel's gonna fucking fail. No. She's hot. How does Marvel do it? Go. 50 seconds.
Stick to the main four in DC: Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, Robin. That's it. Ed.
I already said it. Make world's finest. That's how you jumpstart it.
Love it. I love it. I
Get
love
rid
it.
of Zack Snyder. Bring in a real director that actually loves these characters.
And not Batista. It's not James Gunn. Okay? Stop sucking James Gunn's dick. He likes kids, not Batista's.
Oh,
okay?
Jesus.
No, I'm just trying to tell him. This is
Anyway.
honesty. This is fucking I think Batista's a good guy.
Oh yeah.
I do. You know what I'm saying?
Here's another suggestion I'd have. Why don't they actually bring back the one guy that actually tried to bring Superman back to life and they fired him? Bring on Kevin Smith.
Yes.
He loves these characters.
He has a fantastic idea. He has this passion.
Here's my problem with that. They don't like where he's going to take the universe.
But he didn't. His script for Superman Lives.
Yeah.
Before
No,
Brian. was
me
really
and
good.
you are in agreement. The powers that be in
I'm
DC,
with you as well.
I don't think
And he's writing for the Arrowverse and directing episodes. He can do it.
when
let
his,
him do it.
when his head's in the game. Absolutely.
I'm not saying let him direct
Absolutely.
it. Obviously, we don't want Superman.
All right. So do we
yelling at
have
Wonder
any
Woman, sucking dicks.
before we head on to the next section? Do we have any major comments from the peanut gallery?
Yeah. Give us the comments.
Anything good?
No,
Do you have anything?
Nothing.
I have nothing.
Okay.
0. All right. Well, let's move along.
People probably got
Before
sick
we
of
go
the-
into Loki's top 10, I'm trying to get the score of the game, as we
I
said
can
we
give it
would
to you.
do. Go ahead, because my phone's not cooperating.
Hold on. I'm just gonna pull it up.
Yeah, all of a sudden, all of them.
Da-da-da.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Da-da-da.
CC Sabathia, let's give you a pitch count, which is bullshit.
All right. Here we go.
Okay, go ahead.
0-0.
Yep.
Bottom of the second.
Bottom of the second. Okay. So as Loki goes into his list this week,
We're
I-
up by 1.
who's up by 1? Oh,
We are.
you guys. I have
Games.
to take a
Games.
knee.
All right. So I have not actually picked up a song from Fiverr yet. I am gonna buy one. Do we want to go with a rock song, by the way?
A rock song would be
wanna
great.
Because that was the hardest thing, was me deciding like what we wanted. Because I'm gonna buy from Fiverr. I've already made up my mind. It's gonna happen. I got a couple
As
artists.
long as it
I got
has,
this one guy that'll actually play on an acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
I got this other guy that'll fucking do the whole DJ thing. He does no rock.
As long as it keeps the vibe of the top 10 list, I'm okay with it. But till
But what are we
then,
feeling? What
I'm
are we
on-
feeling,
I'm on
guys?
my knee.
Rock?
I'm feeling people should go to www.lokiandjabroni.com.
Ooh, I like that.
/Fiverr or freelance. Sorry.
Freelance.
www.lokiandjabroni.com /freelance and get a service from Fiverr for sometimes less than $5.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'll tell you right now because so anyways, back to my question. Do we want rock?
Rock.
Whatever you want. It's your show, bro.
Do we want rock?
Oh, you say that now. I'm just kidding.
There's a guy that actually does like electric. It's pretty cool. Like
Yeah.
check out Fiverr. They're pretty badass, dude.
Yeah.
They're pretty cool. All right. So, anyways,
Fiverr. There's like I think there's a pro version too where you can get like even better stuff for a little more money.
Do we have a video or
no, not yet. Nope. It's
No.
blank. No, it's
All right,
blank.
here we
No,
go.
it's blank. No, it's fuck you. It's fuck you. It's blank because we
they-
are gonna buy it.
They didn't like how much we were reviving their career and they were getting extra
Exactly.
gigs.
Oh, well,
So-
isn't that a bitch, Joey Tempest?
Here we
You
go.
rotten bastard.
Top 10 things that Europe's actually relevant for.
All right,
The-
I'm gonna get back in my seat.
the
This is
band,
good.
the band, not the fucking continent, people.
I'm getting back in my seat for this. This has got to be good.
Because we love our European listeners.
Number
yes, we do.
10.
All 75 countries. Go.
It's pretty much them and chocolate from Sweden. That's it.
Okay.
Number 9. Joey Tempest is worth a whopping $4 million, which is like $4 million more than the L&J show is worth.
Yeah, pretty much.
Number 8, The Final Countdown, their third album, sold over 3 million copies in the USA. Joey Tempest is worth $4 million, and if you actually sell each one of those albums for 50 cents, there's his money right there.
All right.
Number 7, in 2017, they came out with their 11th album, Walk the Earth.
Which sold 8 copies.
Did you guys know that?
Nope.
In 2007, they actually came out
Dude,
with
I know
No.
nothing beyond the final countdown.
No idea. Actually, wait. I knew they put out one that after that, I can't remember the name of it, but it had
Me neither.
I can't remember the song, but they came out with a record after that.
Number 6, Geico used them in a U.S. commercial through 2015 and 2016. I'm sure you guys remember that.
I
one.
remember that, the microwave scene.
Yes. 2018, they were inducted in the Swedish Music Hall of Fame.
Well,
With
there's
the
only
two
like,
others.
Right there next to chocolate.
ABBA and I can't remember the other one.
ABBA better have taken number 1.
I
think
would
so.
hope so.
Number 4, they are the 3-time, that's right, you heard it, 3-time Gold Bravo Auto Hard and Heavy whole-time champion.
I'm sorry, what?
Thank you. For the people in the back row, here we go.
Hard
They
and
are the
heavy?
3-time Gold Bravado Auto Hard and Heavy champion.
My butt just puckered. I don't even know what that means.
And how often have they been on? Now that's what I call music.
That was 80,
None.
That was
One.
86, 87, and 88. It's a German award.
Of course
Hey.
it is.
You know who else the Germans love? David Hasselhoff.
Number 3, in 1988, they played both the halftime show and WrestleMania. Nah, I just made that shit up. They really are good.
I was gonna question you. I was like, wait a minute. Even in the years I didn't watch wrestling, I watched WrestleMania. I'm like, when was Europe there?
That's
You
good.
got me. You got me.
I heard
Fan.
I heard they were
fucking
gonna
cast.
be I heard they were going to be at Constitution State Wrestling, but they said,
I
nah,
heard-
bro,
yeah.
this is a pro outfit.
I heard
Right?
Loki and Jabroni's going to be there. We don't hang out with those fags. Number 2,
Wow,
they
he
had
said fags.
I said fags that
He
time.
said
you dare.
fags.
Jesus.
Number 2, they had a battle of the bands versus Nickelback, themselves, and Creed. They all took last place.
Wow.
That's a true story. There's a YouTube video.
Fuck Nickelback.
Number 1, they were the top 10 opener for the greatest podcast ever on the East Coast, the Loki and Jabroni show, until they wind their way out. Go fuck yourself, Europe.
Fantastic. I can't say enough good things about that, but I will say this. Europe, if you want to continue to fuck with us after 170 change episodes, we brought you back to prominence. Horse shit. And that's what I have to say.
I did my homework too, so Europe, if you want to check the facts, they're all right here, buddy.
It's all good.
And I had to do some hard work for this.
Yes, you did.
To find shit that they actually did.
That was
Like,
good.
fuck you for
Like,
actually
My
no.
face hurts from smiling, and I hate smiling.
Man,
You guys know me.
I'd be so miserable to have to look up stuff about Europe. Like,
It took me all week.
Give me just
The good news is I was with my wounded animal, so I
Yeah.
had
they don't
time.
even have their own behind the music.
Of course not,
Thank you.
because they're not relevant.
Thank you. I actually had to go to fucking Wikipedia
Fantastic.
Dude, I think EMF has their own behind the music, for Christ's sake.
I think they do. Let's pay some bills. If you want to shop some great affiliates like Amazon, WWE, the Monthly Club, go to LokiandJabroni.com, click on the affiliate link, shop to your heart's content, and do your thing. If you want to donate to the show,
do your diligence.
If you want to donate to the show, it's www.patreon.com, patreon.com. Donate $5 a month, $10 a month, $17,000 a month, or whatever. We will use your funds to make a better show for all of you. If you want a sexy T-shirt that says The Loki and Jabroni Show,
Reigns, which I'm making, by the way.
We're working on that now. Go to cafepress.com/Loki and Jabroni. Get yourself a fucking fantastic T-shirt,
and if you
coffee
would like
mug, bumper sticker, whatever. Go ahead.
Your very own. Now that I have my 3D printer, I'm going to be making 3D little statuettes of the Loki Jabroni and Mr. Focus in, and this is going to be the best, South Park features.
That would be good.
Geez.
So it's going to be fucking awesome. They're going to be about 5.5 inches tall.
Yep.
Probably about like 3 inches wide, 3 inches thick. They're gonna be good times, man. I'm thinking I'm probably gonna be selling them for about $20.
That's not bad.
And if you want them painted, I think I'm gonna probably do a little thing on the side if you want to paint it, blah blah blah. But all proceeds go right to the show. Everything comes right back to us. Of course, a little bit towards the filament.
Keep in mind these pieces get like plus 50 to any war game you play.
Yes,
Right.
Yes. You can break them out.
Which
Put
is almost as high.
Jabroni out there against a black pudding, you'll win.
See, now my question is, when I'm designing these characters, obviously he's had the goatee for square one, so that's happening. But you sometimes will go to that, like I like to call it the soul,
like the Jim
the
Neidhart
soul
gimmick.
glow, right? So,
Yeah.
are you feeling more of the soul glow for your guy, or are you feeling just a straight up goatee
No,
action?
I'm kind of figuring because every now and again I grow.
That's what I said. Sometimes it's there.
I grow
Right.
the chin biscuit out to extemporaneous portions. So yeah, let the beard run wild.
Go crazy
That's what
with
I'm
it.
saying, yeah.
Go crazy with it. So it's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to doing this. I'm gonna be looking up my man Eric Askew to help me with the 3D printings. I'm gonna have the drawings all set up. I've been working on them diligently since I got my 3D printer.
I figured you would.
Oh, absolutely. I've been excited about this.
Please,
it's gonna be a
guys,
very fun
Did you
project.
get a Dremel?
I don't need a Dremel with a 3D printer. But
Right.
Well, I mean, Dremel makes 3D printers, and that's
No, it's a I'll show you the picture of it. I did my homework. There's over like 50,000 reviews on this thing. It's 4.6 on Amazon. I paid about $400 for it.
that's good.
But it's all enclosed, so nothing of the outside gets into it. It's fun. It's gonna be
Guys,
fun.
do
It'll
not
be fun.
forget that on Saturday night, November 17th, 2018, Loki's birthday is Constitution State Wrestling, and it will be live at, if I'm getting this right,
We won't
Charles
Be
Barnum
there.
Elementary School in their auditorium. Unfortunately, we will not be going live as we usually do because of the size of the venue. However, all three of us will be there via comp tickets, and we will give you the updates. We're going to have interviews with the guys. We're going to do everything we usually do, but we're just going to be there. We're not going to be...
I'm really upset, man. I was looking forward to jumping fucking Elvis, and then
Elvis, oh, God. I wanted that hair versus hair match, and unfortunately it couldn't be made.
yeah.
But I wanted to take Elvis down to the mat and shave his head, but it's not going to happen this time. Maybe next time. However, it's always a great show. Go to Constitution
So we got an
State
update real
Wrestling.
quick.
Go ahead.
Lynch versus Flair ended in a double countout. Flair speared Lynch through the LED boards and the stage at the match.
Is this on SmackDown tonight?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Fair enough.
That was earlier when I told you that Flair challenged her.
Yeah,
For her
I
belt.
remember you saying that.
Double countout. Surprise. Once again, the reason why we had this show because you guys are idiots. You don't know what to do with your fucking talent. Come on, a double fucking count out? What are we in fucking grammar school again? Fuck, I hate these guys.
Some of the best matches back in the day.
Fucking hate these guys.
When you had a champion and a
when
challenger.
They were, right, exactly. When they were good wrestlers. When you, I mean,
Bob Backlund,
I'm not trying to take
Playboy
away
Buddy
from...
Rose, Magnificent Morocco, Tito Santana. I get it. But nowadays,
yeah,
a double count out is
it's like a slap in the face. It really is, dude.
I'll buy it.
It really is.
I'll buy it 1,000%.
All right, guys. Thank you all very much once again for tuning in. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. If you guys follow us on Twitter.
Yep. I'm with you. Twitter.
Make sure you follow this man at
Seaburns19 at Twitter. Gimmick Schnabbit.
Twitter. Make sure you follow me at the Portugal Viking. Twitter.
And don't forget, tomorrow night, C&J Speedway Review, 8:30 p.m., all things NASCAR. We're going to give it to you. It's going to be fun.
This man over here at
Eddie Jakes.
You know, you just give so much to the show. When
at
you
Twitter.
say that.
Twitter. Yeah.
At Twitter. Eddie Jakes. So it's at Eddie Jakes.
And wait a minute. Timeout. Offsides clipping. Didn't your books just go live on...
They went like viral like fucking skin disease.
Talk to us about your book. Didn't it go on Walmart? Gimmick Schnabbit's Fernum. Where are your books?
No. It's they're not at Walmart. They could get picked to go on Walmart.
Okay, that's what I was getting at.
It hasn't gotten there yet. But
I want to know where people can get your books right now. If you want to, the best producer on the planet, you want to find his books. They're fantastic. I read both of them. I'm not really a huge fan, but I read them.
I didn't get past the wedding.
There's no wedding. I've read both of the books. All I'm going to say is, Eddie, if somebody wants to find your books, where do they go?
They can go to Amazon. They can go to Kobo. They can go to Barnes & Noble Nook.
Now, if there's somebody like me who only wants to do the audio because they're falling asleep
Jesus
all the time.
Christ.
Well, for that, folks, I'm going to need more income because that costs money to make those audio.
Dude, that would be cool. Would you like actually read them or would you hire somebody?
I'd probably hire
and who would you hire to do it? If money wasn't an object, like if somebody was like, dude, I'll suck your dick if I can fucking voice your book.
Oh, easily. Brad Dourif.
Who the fuck is that?
Chucky.
I know.
What? That's awesome.
He's the voice of Chucky. But
I know. Go fuck your face, bitch.
He's been in like horror movies and shit. Like he'd be the best one. If not him, maybe Robert Englund.
Quick question around the room. We're all fans of Netflix. We're all fans of different things that we watch. And I know what your answer is going to be.
I like Voltron.
Right now, give the people one thing to watch before we come back next week on Netflix. 3, 2, 1, Ed, start.
Oh, God. Second season of Big Mouth, Insatiable.
1, I said, dumbass.
I've just finished a bunch of shows.
Right, so I have a 3D printer now, so I'm designing shit. So, and I like video games. So I don't watch a whole lot of fucking TV.
Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna give you American Vandal season 2. Please watch that. It's so hilarious. If you're a guy like me who likes true crime drama, this is not real.
And if you guys would like to see sex tapes of Loki, make sure you chime in down on the bottom. And for those of you interested, I'll put on the videos on the side.
What the actual fuck?
And maybe I'll do it like in like a random parking
You
lot.
said you would never release those videos.
Like, yeah, with me and him and Taco Bell. And me
Dude!
Yeah, shut up. I need ratings right now, man. And then me and Lady Gaga at fucking Burger King. And me and Alicia Silverstone when she actually had a cock. When we were back, no, she did. She had a fucking huge cock.
I believe it.
That bitch was huge, man. She's a fucking whore, too. She's a dirty fucking whore. But we were actually at fucking, oh my God, which one was that? Was that
Minx?
No, it wasn't Minx. No,
I was filming it. It was
no,
Minx.
it was Moe's. It was Moe's.
Was it Moe's?
Yeah, we were fucking in the bathroom at Moe's. And then we came out. No, we came out afterwards, and I got a burrito because it was Mondays, and I got the home wrecker. And I was
Gotcha.
like, I looked right at Alicia Silverstone and I said, look, bitch, you're a homewrecker. You're going to ruin my home. And that's just the way it is. Guys, thank you all very
Hashtag
much for
you
tuning
too.
in. Pound me too. Guys.
And please don't forget, there's 2 new tiers on the Patreon if you want to donate. For $100, you'll get a $50 Amazon gift card. Plus, we'll dedicate an entire show to the topic of your choice, no matter what
Yes.
it is.
What?
That does not mean that
I was not informed of this bullshit.
No, even if somebody said,
Like, it's
"Hey,
$100,
we want
bro.
What?
for $100 a month."
No.
Stop. For $100 a month, if somebody said we
No.
shut up.
If I show I'm upset about it, maybe people will buy into it. You know what I'm saying?
If $100 a month, somebody
Loki doesn't want to
said
do it.
somebody said
No.
if for $100 a month somebody said we want you to break down the last month of Days of Our Lives, I'd do it.
That means I'd have to go watch Days of Our Lives.
Wouldn't it suck? I mean, I used to watch this show back in the 90s, but
I got Hulu. We can watch. For the
So
last
if somebody
week or
actually
so.
like put $100 out and said, "I want you to show your junk on the show,"
no,
we'd have
that's
to-
not discussing.
right here,
anything.
I'm on it right now.
We
Here
could
we go.
discuss. No.
Ah, shit. Never mind.
We could discuss our junk. Doesn't mean we're going to show our junk.
If for $100 a month you wanted us to talk about the
Mine's a
recordings
two-headed
of
dragon.
the recordings of Nickelback, we would have to force ourselves to listen to Nickelback.
Now we also have.
So like, hold on. So if Zach's woman Kelly
Oh, currently almost giving birth right now.
decided that she wanted to give $100 to the show
A month
is it a month?
per
No,
month.
no,
if,
but
they, if they do 100,
but
a
if they
month,
what if they just wanted to do a donation and they wanted to give
Yeah.
this show a suggestion? So say if they wanted to give
one donation, one topic.
there you
Okay,
go.
go.
There you go. So for $100, she could literally make me say why I like the Packers.
Yes.
Oh, I would just step aside.
Well, no.
I gotta watch this.
No, I disclose
See?
here. I
I'd
disclose
have
here.
to watch it.
It's disclosed. Be warned. We may not agree with you, but we'll discuss it. So you.
All right.
Oh, see, I like very okay.
Yeah. Cause no, we're
you
not.
covered your T's and dot your I's. I
Well,
appreciate that.
No, I'm just saying that in case some fucking Klansman decides he wants us to discuss something. So I'm like, we're gonna fucking disagree with you, buddy, but we'll talk about it.
Oh, we will.
Fair.
Ooh, I like that. I like.
Fair.
Okay, I'm
So-
behind that. I'm behind that.
Right. But
I will show my ass on camera for that.
if somebody wants to give us $100 a month, we'll do it every Monday. If you,
Quick hit around the room. Last week after we were done recording on America's Got Talent, my favorite band of all time, Kiss, finally, as we knew for a year because we talked about it with Bill Starkey,
Came out
announced
of
the
the
end
closet.
of no, that's Nickelback.
Oh.
Announced the end of the road. It's the final tour, 3 years,
Yeah.
the band, etc.,
Yeah.
so forth. Do you think? Here's my question: not what you think of it, but do they make it 3 years?
sure.
How old are they?
Gene is almost 70.
Yeah, he misses getting his dick sucked by random bitches.
Paul is
So that's gonna happen.
68.
Yeah, he misses getting his dick sucked by random guys.
Okay, fair enough.
Who's drumming?
Eric Singer.
He misses taking pickles up the ass. So yeah.
Eric Singer's cool, man. Don't fuck with him like that. Come on.
Who's the lead guitarist?
Tommy Thayer.
Thayer.
Yeah.
Thayer actually misses road food. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'll
Like,
buy it.
right. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's been hanging out in his hometown so much that he's been going to like IHOP and actually getting those fucking burgers. And he's like, dude, I'm sick of this shit. So when they actually was like, dude, we're going on the road again, he was like, fuck yes. I actually get to have real fucking road food again.
Would you go watch him
No.
in the next 3 years?
God, no. No.
I would.
No.
And the
If
other
you bought me
tier-
the ticket, I probably would.
and,
Right.
and the other tier.
But no, if somebody else bought me the ticket, yeah, I'd probably go. But for me to buy the ticket, no, absolutely not. No.
don't forget, folks, anyone who wants to donate $1,000 or more,
I'm waiting for that.
will be invited to the
Right
private
there.
show to watch us discuss any topics of their choice. So
And
if we get like $8,000, we're gonna discuss 8 topics while we all take turns taking shots out of this bottle.
the
of
Wild Turkey. You want to
Turkey.
grab that real quick and show the folks on the YouTube channel?
Yeah.
This is why the YouTube channel is important.
The
For you-
last time I had wild turkey, I fucked Doc's face. I went back in time.
Thank God I'm not Doc.
No, it was Doc from
I got you.
Back to the Future. I went back in time. I slapped my mother just because I love her that much. I told her, make sure you go on top so you can have a badass motherfucker like this motherfucker again. But unfortunately, she didn't pay attention to me, and she was on the bottom, and then she had my brother.
Fair enough. I'm buying it.
I love
I'm
you,
buying
bro.
all of it.
Thanks for joining us today for episode 175.
Guys, please don't forget, whatever you do,
That was
Go to the-
I didn't even touch this today.
No,
Could
you
you
didn't.
imagine if you paid $8,000 and you were like, Loki, chug that shit.
kill it.
Like, I would chug that shit
He'd
to
do it,
about here.
too.
No, I would. I would chug that shit to about here. But these guys would have to finish it off between the two of them. And then
You could do it.
the debauchery that would happen after that, dude, that's worth 8 G's. Hell, I'll take a couple black eyes just for the fucking for the station that's going to be about.
For those of you that are on the audio only, please go to the YouTube channel, sign on, subscribe, click the bell. You can see
This
us
was a
live.
great fucking show, man.
It was fantastic. I loved it.
It's a great show. I mean, I think you guys should ask me that shit all the time.
What,
Wait.
the day of? What should our
Yeah.
fucking topic be?
Did you see how many? You guys have done this how many times now? Literally
Me?
3 times. No, it's Chris. It's Chris.
I'm saying I
Why
rarely.
is it me?
No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, out of the blue, Chris will pop up and he's like, "What's today's show about?" Because we haven't discussed it. It's, you know,
'Cause
especially.
I'm
I'm
a big, I'm
I
a
just
planner.
went through a
I'm
big thing
sorry.
with my dog. No, you're right. You're right, and that's my point. But my point going on is, every single time we bring it to that point, do I not bring the fire?
You bring the funk.
I bring
Yeah, you
the
do.
funk. I bring the
Yeah, you do.
flavor. Even today, I thought this was a great fucking show, man. I really did.
Really was.
I dig it. I
Fantastic.
digged it, man.
Dave
Even-
Scherer is an asshole. I'm sorry, Jonathan Beck, if you're listening. Dave Scherer is an asshole.
Dave Shear likes to get fucked in the ass by llamas
Oh, wow.
that bay in the moonlight.
I'll buy all of it.
I do too. I actually have video.
1000%.
I have video proof of this.
Oh,
And if
boy.
you guys want to see, you have to pay the $1,000 on the fucking Patreon.
And Nathan Thompson is a cunt. That's it. That's all I gotta say.
And we got Patreon fucking videos for you guys, man. I'm telling you. But you have to be a Patreon donor. You have
Oh, look,
no
my
idea.
shit's going nuts right
You
now.
have no idea.
All right, good night, folks.